think whiteboard technology was pretty new. It was chalk and
there you go, right?
I played heavy. It ain't that bad.
First time in Leveria.
Me too. I actually stopped at that Den restaurant down here at 8.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter that I met last week.
So your daughter lives in San Antonio?
Yeah, she lives on in St. Hedwig, if you know where that's at. It's about 15 minutes away from here. That's pretty close.
Is that on the east part?
It's on southeast part.
Southeast.
Yeah, just south of I-10 on the east side.
You have grandkids?
I have one grandson. Yep.
Ben, you want an Arnold Palmer or lemonade or
They just have regular water?
strawberry? It's not on their menu at that one.
Wow.
And that one's not open yet over there.
I'll take your strawberry lemonade.
Strawberry lemonade.
Wow, fancy.
Sam, you want some?
Yeah, give me an Arnold Palmer.
And then, so a 12-year-old's going to be carrying all this, but we're going to give it our very best.
I bet they got a hold of it.
He plays center, so he's pretty good at moving stuff.
All right. So what do you think about tonight's matchup? Research?
I mean, they're good. So, they ever seen enough around this match? You're wrong there. Coaching side. Just 3-1.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough night. Stephenville night, but it's gonna be a tough night.
They built themselves up in pretty good spot. So it's just interesting. I wonder why.
Get the right kids coming on at the right time, you can do some wonderful things.
I'm guessing, are they for it?
Vernia? Yeah, for it.
Well, there must be, because there's what, 1,000 on the same limit side, 7,000.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Must be surrounded.
Yeah, it must be. The city limit must be about 100 yards long. Because yeah, it's a little bigger town than that.
Mr. Lennox, what you looking song-wise here? Play one more song after summertime. Let's take it after 7. If you don't, yeah, one more song just to get us back, because what summertime takes us to what? 6:58, 6:59. Okay. Yeah, let's start after 7. I'm okay with that. No, that's fine. That's fine. Just play an extra song. The less people have to hear me talk, probably the better, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that'll go well during a high school broadcast. I think I just got a receipt from TJ's purchase.
I didn't know. How was he going to carry all this?
All right. I'll be right back, Roy.
Hey! Did you miss one though?
Oh.
a game didn't
You're
turn
right
out
by
the
the
way we
speed you
hoped.
walk if you wanted to.
I could.
All right.
I'll live about as close to school as you possibly get.
Unless you live in those apartments. Huh?
Exactly. Which I could probably get in them senior apartments.
All right, Roy, are you there, sir? Oh, and the wind picks up. Yeah. Oh, God. Good evening. Mustangs on the road this evening taking on the Leveria Bears just outside of San Antonio. How you doing? I'm Ben Shields. Glad to have Sam Whitley joining me this evening. We're high up here in the air. We're on top of the press box. A little breezy right now, so if you hear the wind, that's just the wind banging on our microphones here this evening. But thank you for joining us on a beautiful evening. Once the sun goes down, I think it's going to feel pretty good out here. Going to be some great football weather this evening in Leveria as the Mustangs take on the Bears. Last year, the Bears took this ball game in Marble Falls 34-14, and Leveria ended up being a state semifinal team. So they're quite a good program. It's going to be a good challenge for the Mustangs this evening. Just two more pre-district games before district gets underway in 2 weeks against the Bulldogs.
It's going to be a very interesting game tonight. In order for us to be successful tonight, we're going to have to play probably near perfect football. As you said, Vernia has a very strong team, strong quarterback. They've got a good program developed right here for the time being. And again, we're going to have to be on all P's and Q's tonight if we're going to take a victory home with us.
That Mustangs coming off of that shutout victory against Breckenridge, 59-0. There was a nice victory for the Marble Falls Mustangs. All sides of the ball really performing well. The offense looking good. Anderson Liscombe, the sophomore quarterback, showing off his stuff in his second start. Yeah, the defense making some big plays. And then we had some special teams play, an onside kick. We had a fourth down reverse where Diego, the freshman Diego Aguilar, scored a touchdown. So we saw a little bit of everything last Friday night for the Mustangs, and they needed that victory.
Oh, very much so. We had a full quality game last week. Like I said, all phases of the game, we were on all cylinders. Granted, Breckenridge is not that good of a team, but that doesn't matter. When you're performing like you're supposed to, anything can happen on any good Friday night.
You never apologize for a win. You take that win, you celebrate it for a day, and that's what the Mustangs got to do. And now they're 2-2. Lavernia at 3-1. We'll see who gets the start this evening at the QB position. The young QB, the other sophomore, Maddox, has been out for a couple of games, and Anderson Liscombe got the start. We'll see who is the signal caller for the Mustangs this evening.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see that. I saw both of them throwing the football down at pregame, working on the passing game right here. They, of course, you know, I guess we don't have a health report on who's going to be starting, but we'll find out first snap.
Yeah, we'll find out here very soon. Less than 30 minutes between the Mustangs and the Bears. So Leveria, about a 2-hour, 15-minute drive with the traffic. Once you get off of 1604, quite a bit of stop-and-go traffic. But a nice setting for some football this evening. Leveria, about 1,000 people in the city limits. Now, there's got to be more people around here because it's a 4A school. And football, pretty good football team right now.
Exactly. It's a 2-hour, 15-minute drive here, and it's another 45 minutes in the parking lot trying to find a spot.
It took you a little bit to find some parking lot, didn't it?
It did. I had to ask some guy, and he said, park on the grass in the back. So that's where I went, parked on the grass on the back.
And as long as they told you could park on the grass, you're okay. All right, so we've got the Mustangs coming up this evening at the half. You know, we've got the I know you don't want to look ahead too far, but the Burnett Bulldogs in 2 weeks to begin district play. That game going to be in Burnett, but the Battle of the Cans is now underway. That's where the two schools compete to see who can collect the most non-perishable food items, and it has begun, and it goes until October the 8th. And so had the principals Patrick Henson and Casey Burkhart, who's the principal at Burnett High School. They joined me to. They didn't talk too much trash. They were really friendly, but talked about why the two schools get together and do the Battle of the Can. So they'll talk about that and how you can donate your non-perishable food item on either side. And again, that will go through October the 8th. And we'll have an interview with Patrick and Casey here at halftime. But again, Coach Sam, Willie, thank you for taking the time to make the long drive to Levernia. That's 2 long drives in a row, but thank you for coming.
Hey, I enjoy the trips, man. I enjoy driving. My kids and my wife would tell you I don't mind taking long trips, and I enjoy supporting the Mustangs, and it's nice to be up here with you. I guess if we make it to the playoffs and I have a 3-hour drive, I'll be doing it again with you.
Yeah, that makes the playoffs fun when you get go on a long drive like that. Makes it fun. All right, so the Mustangs and the Bears inside the locker room. Just had the Mustangs finish up their pregame warm-ups on the field. Now they've gone in, get a swig of water, and last-minute instructions from the second-year coach for the Marble Falls Mustangs, Coach Kerry Timmerman. So we're just getting started this evening in Levernia. Thank you so much for joining us. Going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Marble Falls head football coach Kerry Timmerman. That's on the way after this on KBEY 103.9.
line, you can pretty much control the game, whether you're on offense or defense. So hoping that they can actually get off the ball well, control their defensive line, and move the ball down the field. But again, love to see some long passes caught tonight.
All right, Leveria, the Coach Knoll's their head coach, and their son is the QB. He's a junior, Cooper Knoll, wearing number 2 for the Leveria Bears. He'll be the starting QB this evening. Again, they come in at 3-1. The Mustangs at 2-2. And here's what the season has looked like. And right now, it's a 49-0 victory over Crockett to begin the season. 41-7 loss to Jarrell and the home opener in the homecoming game, and then faced a tough Llano squad, and Llano won 50-18. And then Brackenridge, they beat Brackenridge last week 59-0. So that's what the season looks like for the Marble Falls Mustangs to date. Meanwhile, for Levernia at 3-1, they again coming off of the state semifinals in 2024. But here's what the season has looked like for the Bears. Start off with a victory over Burbank, 71-6. And then lost to Cuero, their only loss of the season, 49-41. The Gobblers, a good squad. Yep. And then lost to Highlands, 73-9. And then last week defeated Navarro, Geronimo Navarro, just down the street here pretty much, 23-7. So that's the season so far for both teams. Mustangs 2-2, Levernia 3-1. All right, so going to be a beautiful evening. Once the sun goes down, I think we're going to feel really good out here. Matter of fact, we're going to check in with the weather right now. Marble Falls senior Jackson Heath, he gives us tonight's forecast. Jackson, take it away. All right, big thanks to Jackson Heath for bringing us the weather, and he'll do it all season long. Second year that Jackson has done that, and letting us know what the weather's going to be like. And then on the drive home, I think once all the traffic dies down, going to be less than a 2-hour drive. But we're here in Levernia. Levernia made the trip to Marble Falls last year, and you know what, Coach? This is really the last long trip of the year, because next week a home game against Devine. That was one of the long trips last year. Going to Burnett, all of 14 miles. And then the following week, Stephenville comes to Marble Falls instead of taking an over 2-hour drive like we did last year. And then we had to drive to Brownwood. And then the last road trip is going to be Lampasas. Not a bad drive at all.
Not at all. You know, our district, with the exception of the Brownwood and the Stephenville, kind of closest. It's nice to have those close rivalries. I know Burnett and Marble Falls, we have the Kickoff, I can't remember what the exact name of it is, and I think Marble Falls has won the past 2 years. I think we're undefeated at least the past year since has been the principal at our high school. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, no, we've so far all together. They'll talk about that at the half. But yes, Marble Falls is undefeated in the Battle of the Cans. Yep. You are correct about that.
So it's going to be nice to get in the district and see what we got, especially against Burnett, first district game. That's going to say a lot for the rest of the season.
Yes, it will. It will. You know, with a 5-team district and that game between Burnett and Marble Falls, not only a rivalry ball game, but going to be a game that will already be for position for a playoff spot.
That is. You win one game and you're in for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. There could be wonky number ways or stuff get a little sideways, but for the most part, you're correct, Coach.
Exactly. But just 5 teams in the district.
All right, so crowd from Marble Falls still trickling in. Levernia with a nice crowd on hand. As we are in the visitor side, we're up on top of the press box. The coaches are in the press box, and we're on top of this nice big platform. And we're high up this evening. Should have a good view of the camera at dailytrip.com. Big thanks to our cameraman, Kirk Noacre, for joining us for the second straight road trip, just like Sam Whitley joining us. Thanks to TJ for coming along as well. And I want to thank Roy back at the studio, our producer engineer, all season long, doing all the football games, not just the Mustangs, but also does the Aggies on Saturday and the Cowboys on Sunday. All right, so the Mustangs are heading to the Mustang Tunnel to run through it here in just a minute. Meanwhile, I do want to thank our sponsors for bringing you Mustangs football this evening. Thank you so much to our sponsors. I want to say thank you, First United Bank, Ewald Kubota, Lakeshore Church, Hill Country Collision. Those are our sponsors tonight. So a big thank you to our broadcast sponsors of Marble Falls Mustangs football here on KBEY. Thanks for watching the video stream at dailytrib.com. And after the ball game, you can also check the video out as well. It'll be archived, and that'll be found on the dailytrib.com YouTube page. All right, so the Mustangs going to be in the visiting white with the purple pants and the purple numerals, and they've got their standard gold helmets with the running Mustang on the side of the helmet. No, there's Leveria. Leveria is wearing blue with white numerals, white pants, white helmet, and blue stripe down the side of their helmet, down the middle of their helmet, I should say. And so we're getting much closer to the ball game here this evening, just east of San Antonio.
Looks like we're going to have a decent crowd tonight. The cars are still lined up coming into the parking lot. People still heading into the gate.
You thought you had a tough time parking. Yeah. We have people arriving now, Coach.
Exactly. They're probably parked over by the Leveria Den restaurant by now.
Probably so. That's where you had dinner, huh?
I did have dinner with my actually 2 daughters and my grandson and one of my daughter's boyfriends. Not one of her boyfriends, her boyfriend. Molly should have multiple ones. Yeah, had a good supper with them, spent some time with them. And here come the Mustangs on the field.
All right, here come the visiting Marble Falls Mustangs and the Mustang Marching Band playing the fight song as the Mustangs running out onto the field this evening. All right, we'll get to see who is going to be our starting quarterback here in a little bit. Crawford Maddox is suited up, number 5, the sophomore for the Mustangs. It had been Anderson Liskin for the past 2 ball games as Crawford Maddox nursing an injury, but he's suited up, and we'll see if he's going to be taking the snaps for the Mustangs this evening. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got more from Vernia. It's the Mustangs getting started on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Sam Whitley with you high above Vernia Stadium, and the Mustangs about to have their captains out on the field. Vernia still waiting to run through. They do have a video board here, and looking. Here comes Vernia now with the train horn blowing as they make their way onto their home turf. Meanwhile, we've got, Coach pointed this out, we've got a bunch of parents lined up, and it looks like they've got a flag, so it looks like they're probably going to unravel an American flag here once both teams get settled. Meanwhile, the Mustang captain's already waiting on their sideline. You've got Doak Timmerman, Crawford Maddox, Joaquin Aguilar, and the 4th captain for your Marble Falls Mustangs, Raul Moran. So they're just waiting for Vernia to get their captains together so they can meet at the big state of Texas, and the LV in the middle of that State of Texas.
Yeah, they put it upside down though.
Yeah. For some reason, they did it the home side. I'm not sure why they would do that. Sun has gone down now. A little pretty sunset to the west. All right, so about to have the 4 captains for Leveria come to midfield. Cole Farmer, one of the captains, as well as Big Coy Hollingsworth, wearing number 75, a big senior defensive lineman / offensive lineman. Number 9, Wyatt Frank. And see if I can get the other captain. Right now he's got his jersey rolled up, so I can't really tell who it is.
It looks like it's a 24.
24, okay. I'll go ahead and say that. Sean Garza. So those are your captains for the Leveria Bears. So the official talking to both teams right now. About to have the coin flip there on the State of Texas. There goes the coin flip. And we'll see who wins the toss here, Coach. Mustangs won the toss last week and elected to receive the ball and jumped out to an early lead. All right, now he flipped it in the air, and we'll pick it up off the turf here.
All right, it's like we won the toss.
He's talking to the Mustangs, asking them what they want to do. So it looks like the Mustangs correctly called the toss. Hopefully that's a good omen here this evening.
At least we got one thing right.
Yep. All right, so well, it looks like Levernia is going to receive the ball here.
Yes, they are.
So it'll be the Marble Falls Mustangs to start defensively on the road. So the captains for both teams shake hands and about to have the national anthem here. I don't think I've seen a big flag here yet.
Yes, they're coming out now with it.
All right.
Yep.
So here we go as they roll the flag out. And as they roll the flag out, we're going to go to the station here momentarily for the national anthem. We'll keep it right here for a minute as they're walking slowly out there on the field. As they are making their way slowly onto the turf. Parents of the players going to roll out the American flag in Levernia. So we're about to go back to the station here in just a minute for the national anthem. Once we get close to playing it here. We'll go back to the station and get in the national anthem right here on KBEY. Ben Shields and Coach Sam Withley with you here at Leveria. So we've had the national anthem, and that means we're about ready for some football. Going to be the Mustangs defense to get things going here on the road. The final non-district road game, because they'll be at home against Divine next week before the Bulldogs come home in 2 weeks. The Mustangs go to Burnett, I should say. So there goes the American flag. Nicely done by Levernia, I must say. That was really patriotic, like that touch.
It is. They had a lot of first responders out there. I didn't get to hear what the announcement was, but I see a lot of first responders out there as well carrying the flag. Maybe they're honoring them tonight.
And coming up at halftime, we'll hear about the Battle of the Cans, which is the friendly competition between Marble Falls and Burnett school districts with who can get the most non-perishable food items for the Helping Center Marble Falls and Lake Care of Burnett, which are two great organizations. And so both of those organizations win with the rivalry between Burnett and Marble Falls, and the Battle of the Cans now going until October the 8th. But Patrick Hinson, high school principal at Marble Falls, and Casey Burkhart, the principal at Burnett High School, they join me to talk about why they do Battle of the Cans, and now you can donate this year.
Bring your cans to Marble Falls High School.
Yes.
We do not want Burnett to win.
Yep, you can take it to any front office of any school in the Marble Falls School District. But they won all of them so far.
Yeah, we actually had a lady bring basically a shopping cart full. They had several kids have to go outside and unload her car last year.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's the community helps us win.
They're very generous here on the Highland Lakes. Okay, so Joaquin Aguilar has the ball teed up at the 40 for your Marble Falls Mustangs, and a couple men deep for the Levernia Bears as we get underway here momentarily. Matthew Lindsay and one of the captains, Sean Garza, back at about the 12-yard line for Levernia. As we are just seconds away from the kickoff between the Mustangs and the Bears. So Joaquin Aguilar, who had the onside kick last week, and it was executed perfectly.
It was a beauty. In fact, start off the game right here with it. See what happens.
All right, so here comes Joaquin. This one he's going to kick deep. Garza takes it from the 14. The 15 goes to his right. At the 20, breaks a tackle to 25. He's at the 30. 35 gets a ball for 40. Across the 50, finally chased down at the 44-yard line of Marble Falls, so a great return of about 50 yards, and that was Brandon Bunting with a touchdown-saving tackle for the Mustangs at the Marble Falls 43-yard, we'll say the 44-yard line. They're marking them at the 43 here.
Yeah, they had us bunched up. The guy split out to the wide right-hand side and got outside. Didn't get outside our last container, but we had nobody inside to turn him back in again.
All right, so you got Twins left side for Levernia, one receiver to the right. Knowles the quarterback. He's in an empty backfield on 1st down and 10. They'll like to run, puts a man in motion. Receiver to the right, going to give him on a toss.
Yes.
So that'll stop the play here. He was going to give it to Ty Carter, but a 5-yard penalty called against Levernia. And that'll push him back 5 here. Takes it to the 48 of Marble Falls. So they had empty backfield for Newell, the quarterback, and Carter, who was split right, came in motion, was going to be a jet sweep to him, but never got the play off because of the penalty against the Bears.
Yeah, the tight end jumped a little bit early. First play jitters, I guess.
A little excited here with the 2 receivers to the left now. Carter is going to join his QB, Noel, in the shotgun. He'll be to the left of the QB on 1st down and 15. Ball sits at the Marble Falls 48-yard line. Noel has the ball. Going to call his own number, left side, and breaks out of the tackle. Second tackle by Dalton brings him down. No gain. He got out of the spin. He spun out of the tackle, but then Dalton was right there, the sophomore.
You know, last week I was very pleased seeing a bunch of white shirts really rallying to the football, and right there we had about 6 guys with white shirts around the blue shirt guy. Looked pretty good.
Yes, it did. All right, so we've got a 2nd down and 15. 2 receivers stacked to the left. Rolling to his left is Noel. He's looking, going to throw downfield. It's Kyle. Getting to 35. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the 1st down, so a 13-yard pickup. Bringing up a 3rd down and 2. Making the catch that time is going to be Wyatt Frank.
That was a good pass and catch. We were right there at the play. No yardage after the catch. It's good coverage.
Yeah, nice tackle to make sure that he went nowhere afterwards. So 3rd down and about 3. Ball sits at the 36 of Marble Falls, going with 3 wideouts.
Yeah, same formation, set flip. Expect 1-1 to come in motion for that sweep.
There's Noel in the shotgun. Let's put Carter in motion. Going to give it to him on the flip, and again they moved. So that'll be another 5-yard penalty. Second one here on this opening drive for the Bears.
That's our favorite play so far tonight.
Yep, the 5-yard false start.
They run the very first play, so they just flipped it and got the same result. They may not run that play the rest of the night.
Ball back outside the 40 at the Marble Falls 41-yard line. 10:38 to go here in the first quarter, no score. Boy, would the Mustangs love to get off the field here in the early moments of this ball game. All right, so here's 2 backs in the backfield with Noel, the QB. Max protection on 3rd down. Ball back to him.
Quarterback.
Fakes the handoff to Carter, going to take it himself. Has a hold of 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He is gone. 41 yards. That's Noel. He's so dangerous on the ground. He found the seam left side. And Leveria scores 45-yard drive, a 41-yard touchdown scamper.
Yeah, I think we were pretty much set up in a pass defense, expecting to pass on that play. They did a good job faking to the halfback in the backfield, running a wide play, and quarterback just kept it. I don't know if it was a read or not, a planned play, but quarterback did a great decision.
He made the right read as he takes it to the house, 41 yards, and Mustangs had him 3rd and 8. Meanwhile, the extra point try is up and good. And like that, Leveria leads 7-0. We're back after this on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Coach Sam Lilly with you here in Levernia, and Levernia goes 45 yards. Meanwhile, the kick is going to be returned by Joaquin Aguilar from the 20, gets out to about the 29-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will get the ball for the first time this evening. So the 48-yard drive, they were facing a 3rd down and 8, and Noel, the QB, who's very dangerous on the ground, he just took it 41 yards, Coach.
He did, and like I said, I'm not sure if that was a read play or just a planned play for him to keep the ball, but it was well blocked for sure.
All right, so the Mustangs getting last-second instructions from Coach Timmerman. First time to have the ball this evening. Down 7-0 early on.
And our quarterback is?
Yep, we're going to see. It's going to be Crawford Maddox. He's the sophomore, is the QB for the Mustangs, back out there after being off for 2 weeks. So the sophomore back out there. He's got the snap, want to throw.
Good pass.
Has a nice pass, and it's caught by Makacek, and he had a good game last week. He gets to the 35. That'll be a gain of 6, so a nice pickup on 1st down.
Absolutely. That was a good catch and pass.
Yeah, you could tell he looked settled there. Maddox did, and threw it right to Makacek and made a nice catch, 6-yard gain. So the Mustangs going to have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right now. Maddox, the shotgun formation. Aguilar's to his left on a 2nd down and 4. Aguilar on the motion out of the backfield, so empty backfield for the Mustangs. Carter going to call his own number. And Crawford's going to cross the 35 out to the 37. He gets a 2-yard gain. So a manageable 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs.
I know they were hoping one of those linebackers would go out with Aguilar on that play, but he actually stayed in the box.
All right, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs. Going to have Williams, a receiver, to the right. Now Makacek's going to join him. 2 receivers to the right now. And Dick, check that log line, the receiver to the left. So 3 receivers for the Mustangs on a 3rd down and 2. Aguilar's in the backfield with the QB, Crawford Maddox. 3rd down. Crawford has a snap. Handoff Aguilar up the middle, trying to find a hole, and he slung
Yes.
forward for the first down.
Thank you.
Boy, his second effort gets him to 40 as he was slung forward, and it's a pickup of 3 and a first down for the Mustangs.
That would have been a very, very close spot had that defensive guy not pushed him forward or slung him forward, as you said.
Yeah, it would have been close, but it doesn't matter because he got the first down.
First down.
All right, so it's 7-0, but the Mustangs getting their first down of the evening. They got it at the 40 of Marble Falls. Shotgun formation for Crawford Maddox. Aguilar to his left, trips left side. Wants to throw out to the left. That's Makachek. He's hit immediately, and no gain. Nice open field tackle that time. As soon as he caught it, he was met. Matthew Lindsay there for the Bears, and a nice open field tackle.
It was. He did a lot. They were playing man-to-man, and his man came right down and made the tackle. If he beats that guy, he's got a good offensive play for about 15, 20 yards.
Dickon checks in. He's going to be the receiver to the right. Longbein stays the receiver to the left. So second down and 10 after the no gain to Makachek. Walking Aguilar stays the running back with Crawford Maddox wearing number 5, the QB. 7:54 and counting in the opening quarter. Marble Falls trails 7-0. Pistol formation with Aguilar behind his QB Maddox. Puts Longbein in motion to the right.
Ooh,
And he moved forward.
got it.
That's going to be a 5-yard penalty against
got it.
Longbein. He started turning upfield before the snap of the ball and be a 5-yard penalty. First one against the Mustangs.
Yeah, not playing Canadian football right now.
Yeah, you can do that in the CFL, but it's going to be 7:42 to go here in the first. 7-0 Bears. Ball sits at the Marble Falls 35-yard line, working right to left. Dickens, the receiver to the right still, with Longbein out wide to the left. Clock is moving now, 7:35 and counting.
We need to get about half of this back.
Yes, like to see about the 45, wouldn't you?
Exactly. We need to make it at least third and obtainable from at least 7 yards.
All right, so the pistol formation again. Maddox has the snap, the throw. He's got a pocket. He can look. Fires over to the right.
Make a
That's
move,
Dalton.
make a move,
Breaks a
make a move.
tackle. He's
Come
at
on.
the 40. Still breaks a tackle to 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 25 before he's caught down at the 19-yard line, but not before. He gets a big pickup of 36 yards. That's Owen Dalton, the sophomore, made a couple nice moves to get down inside. They say the 15-yard line.
Yeah, again, that man coverage that Leveria is running, his man missed the tackle and opened up the field for him.
All right, so they give him the 17 and about a 38-yard gain. Nice run after the catch by Dalton.
That was his,
What a spin move.
That was his third or fourth check down. He was looking downfield and everybody had covered up, so he went to his safety outlet.
And the offensive line gave him plenty of time to look for that safety outlet. First down at 10. Maddox has a shotgun snap. He's looking, has a pocket, fired for the corner of the end zone. Makachek, incomplete.
No.
In the corner, only threw it to where Makachek could get it. Good coverage.
It was.
In the corner, and that was Hayden Dietrich who had the coverage, second down and 10. But you can see the confidence with Crawford Maddox, the way he throws a nice ball, too.
That ball was thrown, as you said, we were going to only be the ones that have ability to catch that ball. That was a good pass.
All right, so second down and 10. Mustangs threatening inside the red zone at the 17, thanks to the 38-yard catch and run by Dalton. Handoff, Aguilar up the middle, and second effort gets him to 16, maybe a yard gain, although looking at the far side official, he gave him the 17, so no pickup there. Second down and 10. Or third down, they say third down and 9 on the clock. I'm going to say third down and 10.
I think you're better.
Because they're right next to the stick.
Yeah.
So third down and 10. Ball sits at the Leveria 17-yard line. Mustangs trailing 7-0, but they're knocking on the door here. They'd love to get 6. Longbein, the receiver to the left.
Yep, going empty again.
Makachek and Dickon to the right. Aguilar in motion. Maddox looking to throw, has a pocket, fires off. It's caught. Makachek down to the 6-yard line. He's going to get the first down.
Yes.
He got 11 yards and a Mustangs first down to the 6-yard line. Again, the line gave Maddox time to find Makachek in the middle of the field, and I think they have found themselves a receiver.
I believe you have.
Treyu.
He's done a great job of passing the ball up the field as well. We've offensive line's done a good job of protecting him. He stepped up in the pocket on that last play. The right side defensive end was starting to put pressure on him. He stepped up in the pocket and delivered a good pass.
Under 6 to play in the first quarter. Mustangs trailing 7-0, but they've got a first down and goal at the 7-yard line. Most of it done through the air. Pistol formation. Aguilar's the running back. That's Joaquin. Maddox has a snap. Gives to Aguilar, right side. Just tough running so far. Gets a yard to the 6, so they're going to have a second down and goal at the 6-yard line.
I think we're going to have a little bit of difficulty right now trying to punch that ball in a run. I think the quarterback's going to need a fake and keep it himself.
Pretty stout DL for Leveria.
Yes, their defensive line, inside linebackers are not being fooled by a whole bunch.
Go ahead, Coach.
Which is why they're able to go man-to-man against our receivers right now. Like I said, I'm thinking something that where we fake it, Aguilar, and the quarterback keeps it himself.
5:07 and counting here in the quarter. Low snap to Maddox. He gets it, and he's going to hand off to Aguilar. Cuts back to his left. He's going to find the end zone touchdown. Aguilar started right, backtrack to his left, and he finds the end zone. Joaquin Aguilar goes 5 yards into the end zone for the Mustangs, and Marble Falls gets on the board, about to tie it up with 4:59 to go here in the first quarter. What a drive, Coach.
That was a beautiful drive. You don't want me to do a Mustang 6, Bears 7, do you? Want me to do that?
Sure.
No, that was a great drive, as you said. A lot of good passing down the field. Again, the Dalton with that big run, missed tackle, then big run for about 40 yards there. And again, Aguilar punching in at the very end there. Good run by him.
Here comes the extra point try. Timmerman gets it down, and off the foot of Aguilar. We're tied up at 7, 4:59 to go in the first quarter, and what a start for this Mustangs offense. We'll talk more about it when we come back on KBEY 103.9. What a drive for the Mustangs, and they've tied it up at 7. That drive went 71 yards, mainly through the air, but it was finished on the ground by Joaquin. A close to a 40-yard pass to Owen Dalton, who caught the ball that would not go down, got inside the red zone, and a couple nice catches by Makachek as well. Nice throwing by Crawford Maddox, and the offense line giving him time. Here comes the kick from Aguilar. Return from the 22.
Close it.
Turns upfield to the 30, gets down to the 33-yard line. So that time the Mustangs kicking team gets down there to bring down Garza at about the 33.
Better coverage that time, for
sure. All right, Coach. So Coach Timmerman cannot ask for a better start for his offense on that first drive.
No, that was pretty good. I mean, the passes were on point. They really were. And again, that you know, the quarterbacks can get credit for like a 40-yard pass. He was pass at the line of scrimmage, and Dalton broke the tackle and ran that for him.
So they're going to spread it out.
Yep, they're back to an empty formation
like
again.
To spread the run with possibly Knoll here. He wants to throw. He's got a pocket. He's looking. Going to fire down the left sideline. And it's going to be caught at the 32 of Marble Falls. What an over-the-shoulder catch that time. And that's going to be a gain of about 34 yards. And making the catch is Wyatt Frank. And good coverage over there by C.J. Alexander, but a good catch.
It was. C.J. got kind of lost in the lights just a little bit. But the key thing is he caught the ball. We tackled him as soon as he caught it. We're in position.
Yeah, he's
not out of position. We're in position to make a play.
He got there at the last second. And first down at 10 for Leveria. Nice arm by Newell. Threw it in stride to Frank. Ball sits at the Marble Falls 30. Trips left side. Running back, that's Carter to the left of Knoll, the QB. Carter going to take his own note, going to run it up the middle. The running back will get maybe 3 yards there to the 26. They give him 4, so second down at 4, second down at 6 after the 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, the offensive line came off the ball pretty hard that time. We didn't get any penetration up there. The linebackers did come in and fit pretty good, stop it for a 4-yard gain.
They work with 3 wideouts for the Bears to the left. Meanwhile, Knowles in the shotgun. Carter stays to his left on 2nd down and 6 at the Mustang 26. 3:52 to go. He wants to roll to his left, looking to throw, looking downfield for the left sideline, and it's caught over the shoulder again. A nice throw and catch for the Bears. That time it was Preston Starr who made the catch. Preston Stahl, 26 yards. It was QB Nolan. Leveria takes the lead just like that in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, they set everybody to the short side of the field. They brought the 2 wide receivers across the middle, and the 3rd wide receiver basically ran your little wheel route. And our defensive backs flowed with the guys going deep, and no one even saw the wheel route coming around the corner.
Here comes the extra point try. It's up, and it is good. And Leveria, like that, jumps ahead 14-7. We'll keep it here. So Leveria showing that powerful offense, and again, 2 deep passes by Noel, the QB, and that time the receiver was about 2 or 3 yards open, and they were able to find him in stride, and Leveria able to go about 65 yards that time.
And that's going to happen. What we need to do offensively, and I'm sure Coach Timmerman is not going to call any outrageous plays, but offensively, just play your game. You know, the players have got to stay in the game and not worry about how quick they scored. We talked just before the game started about how the long pass can be a momentum changer. It can take the steam out of the other team. Well, the same thing happens to us. We just have got to play each play individually. Don't worry about what just happened. Next ball is the most important ball we're going to play right here.
On that first drive, the Mustangs did show that they can throw the ball, and that got them to the end zone after the Aguilar run. So it's 14-7 Leveria, 3:47 to go in this first quarter. And Leveria, and no, he's run for a touchdown and threw a touchdown there, 26 yards.
Yeah. Last time they did a little pooch kick in front of Aguilar.
Aguilar stands to the left at the 19-yard line. Here comes the kick. They'll kick to Joaquin again. He's going to come up at the 30. He's got it at the 35. And takes a defender across the 40. Took a couple defenders to the 42. So good starting position for the Mustangs.
It is. That pooch kick didn't have a lot of height on it, which allowed Aguilar to field it clean and move up the field pretty quick.
It's not sure why you'd want to do a pooch kick to Joaquin Aguilar.
I'm kind of questioning that same thought.
I mean, he took a couple defenders, and Mustangs have decent field position at the 42-yard line.
Yep. We'll see what if they have another opportunity to kick off. Well, they will for sure for the second half to see if they change that little program up a little bit.
3:42 to go in the first quarter. Mustangs down 14-7 to Leveria. Mustangs went 71 yards on the opening drive. Crawford Maddox back out there as the starting QB. He's going to run it himself, gets a lead block from Aguilar. Maybe gets a yard to the 43-yard line. And a 1-yard pickup on the QB run by Maddox to the left, so 2nd down and 9.
I'm not sure, obviously, how well Levernia's defensive backs are. They're playing a lot of man coverage, and right now up top, you've got a receiver. It's one-on-one up there. Looks like he has no 24, the safety now. He's starting to cheat over that way a little bit. Like he had no help whatsoever. But I'd be tempted just to throw the long ball, see what you can get.
3 wide outs. Maddox wants to throw, looking left. Going to throw down the sideline. Just out of his reach at the 32 on the wheel route, and just inches away from completing another big pass. It's incomplete, 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, that play was set up about as good as you wanted it to be.
All right, so Olin Dalton finding seams in this defense that time on the wheel route down the left sideline and just out of the reach of the sophomore. 3rd down and 9 for the Mustangs. The plays are right there, so you like seeing that.
Yes, I mean, that was a fingertip, 6 inches away, that's a catch for a 1st down in a long game.
Williams and Makachek, the receivers to the right, long bind to the left. Shotgun from Maddox, puts Aguilar out of the backfield in motion to the left now. Empty backfield on 3rd down. Maddox has it. He's got a pocket. Here's pressure now, and he gets away from it. Rolling right. He's looking downfield, still looking. And he's going to, looking for Aguilar off his hands and incomplete at the 48. He saw Aguilar between 2 defenders. Aguilar did get a hand on it, but it falls at the turf safely. Incomplete. 4th down and 9, and the Mustangs got to punt it away with 2:56 to go in the first.
They ran the Levernia Bears, they ran a little inside stunt with their 2 defensive linemen. But it was the defensive end that came free off the top. Put a lot of pressure on him.
Okay, so it's punting time for Joaquin Aguilar. Stands at the 32. Garza's the return man for Leveria at the 24-yard line. Crawford comes in second to be the up man for the Mustangs. 3 seconds on the play clock, 2 seconds. They get the snap off, low snap, but Aguilar gets it. Gets off a nice end over and punt. Garza takes at the 25. He's at the 30, 35, 40. He's got some room to 50. And Aguilar had him, but he gets away. Here comes Greg Lemon to bring him down to the 38-yard line. Nice return by Garza. Garza takes it from the 29 all the way down to the 39 of Marble Falls, and about a 40 or 32-yard return.
Yeah, that wasn't even worth the punt, really, with that return right there.
Decent punt, but nice return by Garza.
Yeah, they had a good blocking by the Vernia Bears.
They did.
On us.
2:45 to go in the opening quarter. Leveria has great field position. Leveria does lead 14-7 here in this first quarter. Mustangs defense back out on the turf. So there was a penalty against the Mustangs here, and I think they're going to maybe just decline it here.
Yeah, you don't want to take that return.
Yeah, you'll take the ball at the Mustang inside the 40 at the 38-yard line, 37. 2 backs in the backfield with Newell, the QB. 3 receivers set. Ball back to Newell. Hands off to Carter left side, the 30, the 25, and just lowers his shoulder over a defender before he falls down at the 21. With a tough run, 16 yards for Carter.
Yeah, but again, the offensive line right now is starting to come off the ball really well against us. And we're going to have to settle that with the linebackers really filling those gaps really quick.
2:35 and counting in this first quarter, 14-7 Leveria. They're just outside the red zone again at the Mustang 21-yard line. 2 receivers are wide to the right, 1 to the left. 2 backs in the backfield with the QB. On first down and 10. Knowles in the shotgun. And he's got the ball. He fumbled it, but he picks it up off the bounce. It bounced right back to him.
Yeah, he just dribbled up all one time, see if it come back to him.
Yeah, and it did, 3 yards. He knew the turf. It bounced right back to him, about a 3-yard gain. And for the Mustangs that time, it is Brody Graham to wrap him up. Second down and 7 here. So 1:47 and counting in this first quarter. 14-7 Leveria working with a second down and 6. Ball sits at the Mustang 16. Carter to the right of the QB Newell.
Pass.
Wants to throw, has a pocket.
Get to him.
High pressure. He gets away, goes to his left. He's looking downfield. He's going to fire in the end zone, and it's caught.
There he is.
He scrambled to his left and found an open man crossing the end zone. Touchdown, Leveria.
That was a good job by the quarterback getting out of some trouble, and, you know, I thought he was getting ready to pull the ball down and just take off running because he's definitely going to have a little bit of green grass in front of him there.
Corbin McGrew is just a sophomore, or freshman, excuse me. Freshman makes the catch running across the end zone, and it's 27 Leveria. Here comes the extra point try, 1:28 to go in the first quarter. It's on the way, and it is good. So Leveria leads 21-7. 1:28 left here in the first. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. Leveria is in front, 21-7 with 1:28 to go. So they had a short field there after a good punt return, and they did quick work. Another pass And the QB, Nolde, did a good job to get out of trouble and scramble up, find the open man. Returnable for 24. Diego Aguilar with the return, and he taking a pile to the 29-yard line. So that's where he takes it out for the Mustangs.
That was a much better pooch kick, had a little more height in it. Where the receiver caught the ball, the defense, so the kickoff team was in his face by the time he caught it.
1:22 left here in this first quarter. Mustangs down 21-7. Offense huddles on the sideline. Again, they were just inches away from another big completion with a wheel route to Dalton, just out of his arms at about the 35 of Leveria. See if they go back to that well.
Yeah, that's just, no need to panic right now. Just do what the first series did for you. A little short passes, play action passes. Just do what worked well for you.
Williams to the right. Makachek and Longmine to the left on first down and 10. Ball back to the QB Maddox, hands out, throws it off to his left. That's Makachek, makes the tackle, the 35. Gets back inside the 40, has the first down, still going to the 42-yard line. Nice catch and run by Makachek, and broke a couple tackles to get the first down, 13 yards to the 42.
That was definitely looked like more of an RPO. They pulled the backside or the front side guard to make it look like it was going to be a trap for the running back. Good catch. Again, break a tackle, you can make some things happen with the man coverage they're running.
Makachek with 4 catches, I believe, in this opening quarter. Under a minute to play in the first. Pistol formation with Aguilar, the running back. Maddox wants to throw again, has the pocket. Now he moves right. He's still scanning the field. He can run if he wants to, and he's going to run out of bounds. He'll actually lose a couple yards. He is being chased by a couple better defensive linemen, and he'll lose 2 yards. Second down and 12. Stops the clock with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, I didn't really see any receivers downfield that were even close to being open on that play.
He was looking, he was scanning, trying to buy himself time going to his right, but like you said, good coverage that time by the Leveria.
Yes.
Mustangs working with 2 wideouts, one to the left, one to the right. Pistol formation, Dalton in motion to the right. Ball back to Maddox, gives to Joaquin. Joaquin finds some room right side, still up across the 45. I think they're going to give him the see the 45 or the 46. That'll get the 46, and we'll give him a 6-yard gain and a third down and 6 coming up for the moment. Now they give him the 45 over here.
Right.
So third down and 7.
Again, very, very capable of accomplishing this play right here.
Coleman's the receiver, and so is Makachek to the left. Dickin trying to get lined up. Dickin. All right, he'll be with Makachek and Coleman, the receivers left in troops formation. Joaquin Aguilar stays the running back. Crawford Maddox, the sophomore QB, back out there for the Mustangs this week. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. And so the Mustangs will have a third down and 7 starting the second quarter. When we come back down to Leveria, 21-7, back after this on KBEY 103.9. Third down and 7 for the Mustangs to start the second. Maddox to throw, has a pocket, going to fire downfield for
back to
bucket
it.
check. It's intercepted at the 37.
Make the tackle.
A nice tackle by Coleman for the Mustangs to prevent that from being a long return. But first turnover of the ball game as Leveria out to the Leveria 45. That time it was Matthew Lindsay with the interception.
Yeah, their defensive end put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. I'm not sure if he didn't touch the ball or not. He definitely was breathing down his neck when he threw the ball. They were actually in zone coverage, cover 3 that time. That's free safety, just read that pass all the way.
We're going to go ahead and pause quickly for a station identification here on KBEY. All right, so after the Byfield interception, Mustangs had a second down and goal at the just shy of the 3-yard line. Timmerman again in there, the direct snap. Timmerman finding a hole right side, and he's going to be hit at the 1-yard line.
All right, they're marking it at the half.
So third down and goal, less than a yard here for the Mustangs inside the 1.
Okay. They haven't stopped it yet, so run it again.
Try it again, put Doak in Wildcat formation. So third down and goal inside the 1 for the Mustangs, down 21-7, but threatening here after the Caleb Byfield interception.
Center, he's in.
All right, so under center, Maddox, no signal yet, still waiting on the quarterback sneak. Still waiting.
I thought I heard a whistle before the ball was snapped, but I don't see a flag.
Now, Levernia, are they pointing that it's, I'm not sure what Levernia is pointing at, if it was a penalty or what, but no signal of a touchdown. Coach Timmerman trying to get an explanation. The official still huddling with 9:08 to go. Let's see if we get the call from the official. Oh, a false start against the Mustangs. So third down and goal back outside the 5.
Yeah, I heard a whistle before the ball snapped, but I didn't see a flag thrown by anybody.
All right, so we've got a third down and goal at the 6. So we lost video there for a second. 21-7, Bears in front. Mustangs third down and goal at the 6. Pistol formation. Here's Maddox. Again, he'll go in motion, and there'll be a direct snap to Doak Timmerman on third down and goal. Ball back to Doak. Doak
come on,
looking for a seam, and he's going to get back to the 5, and that is also a 1-yard gain. Fourth down and goal at the 5. Oh, those penalties are tough ones there. Let's see what the Mustangs might as well go forward here, Coach.
It's not going to hurt anything for sure. I mean, you'd like to get some points right here, but, you know, I really think that with Doak back there, we can power this ball in.
All right, pistol formation. Again, they go back to Doak and the Wildcat as Maddox splits to the right on fourth down and goal. Doak. Balls to his right. He was thinking about throwing it, so he's looking for the edge, and he's going to get in. That time, Doak gets in, right side, used the speed to jet to the end zone, and the Mustangs score after the Caleb Byfield interception, and was about a foot drive, although it was about 6 yards, and Timmerman punches it in, 21-13, 8:26 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, we had first and goal from the 1, but we had to go about 20 yards to get it, with the penalties that were tacked up against us there. But we made it. That's good.
Mustangs and Doak Timmerman will take it. They went back to Doak, and he got it in for the Mustangs, and he really shows off his speed. Like he showed that 2 weeks ago in Slano, and then on that play, he showed his speed. Here comes the Joaquin Aguilar extra point try. Out of the hold of Doak Timmerman. Snap is good, hold is good, and the extra point try at the foot of Joaquin is through the uprights, and the Mustangs within a touchdown, 21-14. Marble Falls is not going away. Big play by Caleb Byfield, the senior defensive lineman, with the interception, and then Doak Timmerman with the TD run. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. $8:26 to go here in this second quarter, of the Mustangs get back on the board. The Joaquin
Good kick. Good.
Return on the bounce by Ortiz at the 21, and then what a tackle, open field tackle at about the 20, coming in that time for the Mustangs, and what What a tackle for Branson Bunting coming in and getting him down right at the 20 so he could not advance it.
I tell you what, we've got to keep making some hay right now because the last 5 or 6 plays, our defense and kickoff team right here has made the tackles where they made contact at and has pushed Leveria right straight back.
2 sacks by the Mustangs made it a 3rd down and 38, also aided by a penalty on 1st down, and then the Caleb Byfield interception setting up that touchdown. So the defense by far with their best series last time out on the field. Looking for another stop at the Vernia 20 here. Empty backfield, Knowles in the shotgun. Puts Carter in motion to the right. Fakes the handoff to him. Knowles going to call his own number. Turns to his right, the 25, the 30. Breaks a tackle before he's wrapped up at the 35-yard line. Nice tackle because otherwise he could have been going the distance. And that time for the Marble Falls Mustangs, it's Clayton Thompson who wraps him at the 35-yard line and a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
He is a shifty little water bug.
He is.
He is.
He definitely is. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2 back, stay in the backfield with the QB Knoll, who coach called a shifty water bug here. Under 8 to play in the half. There goes Knoll again up the middle of the 45. The 50 rolls into his own man in a Mustang before C.J. Alexander wraps him up at the 47 of Marble Falls, and that is going to be a gain of 18 yards.
Okay.
All right, so 7:43 and counting, 2 Newell runs in a row.
We'll give credit to Leveria right now by putting the ball on the ground and running the ball. Again, they tried to pass, and we got a lot of sacks in that last series right now. So they're coming off the ball right now, knocking us backwards.
Carter's the running back to the right of his QB Knoll on 1st down and 10 into Mustang territory at the 47, 7:20 and counting in the half. Mustangs trail by a touchdown. Handoff Carter up the middle, lowers his shoulder. Thompson wraps him up at the 40. Gain of 7 yards, 2nd down and 3 right now. They're just running in between the tackles.
Yes, again, their offensive line is moving our defensive line out of the way. They're bigger than we are. I think we probably have a little bit more speed, which is why we were able to get those sacks that last series. But big truck beats little truck every time.
Under 7 to play in the half. It's 21-14 Bears. And Leveria has a 2nd down and 3 at the Marble Falls 40. Knowles in the shotgun is running back. Carter gives to Carter up the middle again, and he'll go straight ahead. Gets maybe 4. Thompson again there, but he gets a 1st down after the 4-yard pickup. 1st down and 10 for Leveria.
We brought the kind of pinched the defensive line that time, brought the outside linebackers off the edge. We basically had a 5-man front on that particular play.
6:25 and counting in the half. Vernia 1st down and 10 at the Marble Falls 37-yard line. And the shotgun is Knoll. Carter stays to his left. Twins right side, 1 receiver by himself to the left on a 1st down.
Got a timeout.
Timeout called by the Mustangs. I'm going to talk it over defensively with the 1st down and 10 looming. 6:06 to go in this 1st half. And we're going to keep it here, Coach. Do want to thank our sponsors for bringing you Mustangs football. Big thanks to First United Bank, as well as Hill Country Collision. I want to thank Ewald Kubota, and a big thanks to Lakeshore Church for bringing you Mustangs football this evening. So the timeout called by the Mustangs. You think they didn't like what they saw defensively?
Well, I think we're just trying to get a little breath right now. They're knocking us off the ball, so we need to do some stunts at the front line. But, the real secret is Levernia's coaching staff, whether it's the head coach, offensive coordinator calling the plays. If he's smart, he's going to stick to the run. But you can suck the defensive end and throw that big pass, so you got to make sure your defense pays attention. Just do your job. It's nothing fancy. Just don't play the run, don't play the pass, play what you see. And sometimes you just got to settle the kids down and remind them of that.
1st and 10 for Leveria. Ball sits at the Mustang 37. Knowles swings it out right side. Ball's tipped and incomplete.
There you go.
Ooh, that was dangerous. Looked like it could have been close to being intercepted, trying to throw a receiver screen over there. And
Dalton did a great job of being blocked. He pushed the blocker back into the receiver. Caused that ball to go up in the air. That was a great job by him.
That was Richardson, the intended receiver. Yeah, it was a receiver out there blocking on Dalton, pushed him back into Richardson, the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. 2nd down and 10. Ball's at the Mustang 37. Exactly 6 minutes to go in the 1st half. Mustangs trailed 21-14. Knowles in the shotgun, 3 receiver set.
Blitz.
Wants to throw, has a pocket. He's going to fire down for the end zone. It's underthrown, and it's what a catch over the shoulder. What a catch. The safety was there for the Mustangs, and the flag does come in. I'm not sure if we're going to have taunting. That was Wyatt Frank. The coverage was there, and he just jumped over the defensive back for the Mustangs. And, wow, that was an incredible play, I must say. Credit where credit's due.
Yes.
And Landon Campbell was right there, but the Frank catch over his shoulder. And they're on the board again, 37-yard pass.
Yeah, the only thing I could tell that he needed to do was just jump up, try to catch it at the high point. He let the ball come down to him. But, yes, the coverage was right there. I thought it was going to be a pick.
Who did they get with that penalty, Coach? A flag did come in.
They haven't said anything yet, so I'm going to tell them on the kickoff. So it must have been some type of, like you said, unsportsmanlike conduct. Probably 15-yard penalty on the kickoff.
Lane Green on for the extra point try for Leveria. 27-14. Snap is good, hold is good. Green's extra point try through the uprights, and it's now 28-14. Leveria, 5:51 to go here in the halfback after this on KBEY 103.9. Leveria. It's a pooch kick, goes over the head of Diego Aguilar, goes out of bounds, so that'll give the Mustangs decent field position. With 5:51 to go in this first half. And it's 28-14 Leveria. And a deep pass near the goal line, and it was good coverage. Yeah. Campbell had him, he was right there, but just a better play by Frank to, that's what you call getting mossed, I guess, the Randy Moss version where he goes over and makes a great play, and that's what happened. But Landon was right there.
That was good. You got me on the getting moss deal. Yes, again, those are the plays that we have got to make in order to, and again, we make that play, it's a 21-14 game. It's still a one-score game. So they've decided to make them re-kick.
At the 20, was there a 5-yard penalty, Coach?
Yeah,
because it went out of bounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, 5:51 to go. 28-14 Bears.
We might want to back up just a little bit more. He drilled it over top of our head last time.
He did.
And if that stays in bounds, that could be devastating.
Could be trouble.
Yes.
All right, so Green has it teed up at the 20. And he does the same thing.
And that's again.
Now they're going to have to pounce on it.
Go to the end zone. Get 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 to the end zone.
It does.
It's on the line.
On the line, on the goal line. That was close. And
good Lord.
That time, C.J. Alexander let it roll, and it kept on going. And then it stopped just before the goal line. Then it touched the goal line.
Yep.
And that's going to be a touchback. So Mustangs have it at the 25-yard line.
That was almost a perfect kickoff. If he had 6 more inches, either they would have the ball or we would have the ball at the goal line going out.
All right, Coach, here's the perfect scenario for the Mustangs. Take a 5-minute drive here, get a score, and then you get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, you can tie that ball game up. Again, just be patient. Go with what has worked thus far. And again, the very first series, we had some short passes. We had, good catch and then run by Dalton. go back to that, see what we can get done.
5:51 to go in this first half. It's 28-14 Leveria Mustangs. Crawford Maddox in the shotgun. Pistol formation, Joaquin Aguilar, the running back. 3 receiver set, 2 tight ends for the Mustangs in motion to the right now. Handoff Aguilar, trying to go behind those tight ends, and he's hit hard behind the line of scrimmage by Leveria. About a 3-yard loss to the 22-yard line that time. They got some penetration, and it's second down and 13.
Yeah, those 3 defensive linemen in our backfield that time.
5:33 and counting in this first half. Mustangs down by 2 touchdowns, and second down and 13. Dickin, the receiver to the right, 2 receivers to the left for the Mustangs. Ortiz, the tight end, right side. Joaquin's the running back in motion out of the backfield. Maddox to throw, looking for a screen for Diego Aguilar. He's got some room to 25. Nice tackle.
Okay.
He gets about 3 yards. I thought he could add more, but that tackle, if not, he could have gone a long ways. But again, a good tackle to make sure that he went to minimal yardage there. At that time, it was Cole Farmer.
It was a good play setup.
It was.
And again, Lavernia, again, that one tackle makes a deal.
Sorry, Carlos Sandoval with the stop, and it's third down and 11. Aguilar's the running back with his QB Maddox. Twins right side, 1 receiver to the left on third down. About 4.5 to play in the half. Ortiz the tight end left side. Ball back to Maddox, wants to throw. Does have a pocket, firing down the field, and that one's going to be incomplete.
Yeah,
He was looking for Diego, but 2 men right there and a safety to make sure that Diego went nowhere.
Yeah, they had 2 deep and 5 under coverage right there. 5 playing man underneath and 2 deep guys with a 4-man rush.
Lindsey was there with a safety to make sure that he was there to help the cornerback. So 3 and out forced by the Lavernia defense. 4:26 to go in the half. Mustangs down 28-14. Joaquin Aguilar stands at the 12-yard line. Return man for Lavernia at the 40.
Maybe that punt returner can bobble the ball a little bit. So nice punt.
Nice punt over the head of the returner. He's able to go back at the 33 and get it.
Coverage.
He goes up the middle. He's hit the 48-yard line of Lavernia. Sean Garza with the return of about 15 there, just shy of the 50. And with 4:15 to go in the half, Vernia has it again, looking for more, up 28-14.
Let's see what Lavernia goes back and if they go back to just the power runs with the quarterback and the running back.
Well, that worked for them last time. They did the sacks 2 series ago, and then they decided to set the tone again on the ground, and it worked for them.
It did. Of course, they threw that long pass. It was a good catch, like you said. Is there a penalty somewhere?
I don't know. Was there? What was it?
Holding
against
Lavernia.
Against Lavernia, okay.
Yeah.
So that'll take it from about midfield back to about the 40-yard line here, Coach. We'll see if they mark it off here.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, while you're looking at that mark off, I'm going to see if I can find us some scores here.
Yeah, it's going to put the ball on the 40-yard line.
All right, so it's going to be ball at the 40 for Lavernia. They'll have a first down and 10 after that penalty backs them up. Burn it down to Gatesville, 7-0, late in the second quarter. There's Noel again up the middle. He's got some room, the 50, the 40. It's a foot race to the 30. Down the left sideline, the 20. Gets away at the 10, the 5 touchdown Noel. 1 play, 60-yard drive, and Noel goes 60 yards up the middle, then cuts to his left, and he is tough to stop on the ground. And Noel again with a couple touchdown passes, couple of runs. That one went 60 yards.
That was a 60-yard sprint. There was no water bug action of that at all. He just took it right up the hole. They had run that formation and ran the ball to the strong side several times. They just faked that play and had the quarterback keep it.
1 man to beat, and at about the 20 of Marble Falls got away, and he was gone. The green extra point try on the way, and it is good. And Lavernia like that now with 3 scores, 35-14, an explosive offense with 4:04 to go here in this first half, Coach. Man, you said that, Noel, though. He is quite the runner. And Coach Timmerman talked about how he can do that.
Yes, he's definitely a good. He's got a lot of speed. We just showed that right there. This is amazing how quick this game could flip. Just think, if we'd intercept that ball at the goal line right there, it'd still be a 21-14 game, possibly. You know, but now they've got two scores quick back to back.
It just seemed like it was 14-14 after that interception by Caleb Byfield, and then just like that, at the turn of a button, Vernia able to get 3 quick scores.
Yep, just get refocused. That's all you have to do. Go out and play the next play. Don't put too much into that, because it can turn around real quick, like the Byfield's interception. You know, one play can turn the game around and put the momentum back in your field. So
all right. Good, Coach.
Vernia getting beat by Gatesville, that what it was?
Yeah, 7-0.
That's better than being tied.
Lampasas and Waco University tied 14-14 with about 24 seconds to go.
All right, they're going deep kick, balls in the end zone. Start off on the 25.
All right, so it's going to be a touchback, and it'll be 25-yard line.
Yep. We do need to try to keep them running the next 4 minutes off this clock, because I have a feeling if Vernia gets the ball back, they're going to go deep real quick with some passes to try to score at least one more time before going into half to try to start putting some nails in the coffin against us.
All right, so going to be Marble Falls ball at the 25, going left to right. 4:04 to go here in this first half. 35-14 is our score. All right, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff Aguilar up the middle, the 30.
There you go.
And then wrapped up at the 31, 6-yard gain.
Good positive play right there. Got Diego out there. Got the little speedster.
All right, so it's going to be a second down at about 4. 3:37 and counting.
If I'm a defensive guy, I'm always knowing where number 7 is going to be at, because he's definitely got the speed. Quarterback with the ball.
Maddox at the middle, got some room, the 40. He's at the 50, the 40, the 35 to the 30-yard line. And that is going to be a gain of 39 yards that time for Maddox. What a run.
That was a very good setup play. Again, not the same play that Leveria ran, but very similar, where you fake the running back and the quarterback just takes it to the weak side. Great job.
All right, so we've got a first down and 10 for the Mustangs at the 31 of Leveria. 35-14 Bears. But the Mustangs threatening just outside the 30. Handoff up the middle. Aguilar
Turn it up.
finds the hole, the 25, then hit at the 24-yard line. And he'll get about a 7-yard gain. So it'll be second down and 3 here.
He just about did not see that cornerback out of the corner of his eye. He basically ran right straight to him. But good positive run again.
All right, 2:39 to go in this half. 35-14 Bears. 2:33 and counting.
They're using Cole Dalton as a trapper instead of an offensive lineman, using that tight end to come across and trap that guy upfield.
2:23 and counting. Throws it out to the right. That's Makachek. He's in the red zone, first down, after about a 5-yard pickup to the 19-yard line.
That works. Hadn't heard his name in a while, but good job.
He makes a catch and a first down for the Mustangs. 2:09, the clock stopped. Timeout called. Who called the timeout there, Coach?
I did not see. I'm thinking Leveria probably did. We'll see. Referee should make a signal.
All right, so 2:09 to go. 35-14. Ball sits at the 19 in the red zone here. All right, Coach. So the Mustangs, you had a nice Maddox run, the pass and throw to Makachek, and now in the red zone, first down and 10, and to get a score here before half and get the ball back, have to be feeling pretty good.
Yep. Well, I guess nobody called a timeout.
Yeah. What, they didn't call it? Well, we were out at the 2-minute warning yet, so.
Yeah, true. Maybe they saw the 2:09 and it got them confused a little bit. But that just kind of that's a rhythm breaker because we're moving the ball to the field pretty quick.
Yeah. First down and 10, 2 minutes to go. Maddox in the shotgun, 3 receiver set. Now that we get a timeout.
What in the world?
And now they're going to call a timeout, I believe.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Oh, 2-minute timeout because they started the clock. One day I'm going to get used to that 2-minute timeout, Coach. That is still getting me.
By the time you get used to it, they're going to change the rule again.
All right, so 35-14 our score. Vernia in front of the Mustangs, and it's the 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back after this on KBEY 103.9. So a 3-yard pickup to Aguilar, swing pass out to the left. He gets to about the 16-yard line, gets out of bounds, so that stops the clock with 1:53 to go. Mustangs trail 35-14, but in the red zone.
Definitely need to score, but you don't need to score too quick.
No.
So, but any score right now would be nice.
You'll just take the score, I guess,
yes,
right?
I will.
Second down to 9 at the 17. Aguilar up the middle, trying to find an opening, and tough sledding up the middle. Does get a couple yards, so he's to the 15 and a 3rd down and 7, which is probably 4-down territory. Or do you try to kick a field goal?
No, I think at this break, we're down 3 touchdowns. We are going to be getting the ball back second half, but like I said, if Vernia gets the ball back with too much time, I know they're going to go deep. Well, they don't even have to throw the ball deep. The quarterback's been running through us.
All righty, so 123 and counting. Handoff.
Reverse.
Oh, reverse to Markachek, and Markachek is wrapped up. Oh, he's trying to stay up, and with that, he'll lose a couple yards out of the 14. Then second effort, tried to get the 16, and 2-yard loss. So it brings up a 4th down and about, I guess they gave him forward progress to the 14.
They did.
4th down and 4 here, Coach. Timeout called by the Mustangs. We'll keep it here.
Well, you definitely want to, my guess is, I would almost throw the ball to the wide side of the field over here, pack everybody inside the hash to the left side, and send somebody on a corner route over here with the band standing. Hope they're paying attention.
Yes.
And see if you can't get a pass in that corner. Again, you only need 5 yards, so somebody come dragging across the middle. Would also be a second option if you just want to get a first down. But the ball's got to be past the sticks to move that ball up the field there.
All right, so 1:01 to go here in this first half, and the Mustangs down 35-14. Ball sits at the 14, excuse me. So 4th down and 4, and they talk it over. Definitely here comes the offense back out on the field. How do you think Maddox's look coming back from injury?
He looked pretty darn good. He really has.
I believe that too,
when
Coach.
He's had the time to throw the ball, he had that one interception where he had a lot of pressure on him. Again, that ball could have been tipped.
Maddox to throw on 4th down, looking for the end zone, and it is incomplete, knocked away.
He is not seeing that free safety, I can tell you that.
No, Logbine was the intended receiver in the back of the end zone. Falls incomplete, turnover on downs, 56 seconds to go. Leveria has 1 timeout remaining, I believe.
I think
they've got all 3.
Yeah,
They're showing all 3 there.
Yeah, because they didn't call a timeout when we thought they did a while ago. tell you what, if that ball would have been a pumpkin right there, I think the free safety could have picked that one off.
All right, so 56 seconds to go. 35-14. Leveria. Ball sits at the 14.
All right, they are.
Now, they going to go in nil formation because they got 3 backs in the backfield. Looks like they're just going to nil it here.
It kind of looks like a Victor formation, it does, but I wouldn't count on it.
This turn and hand off. Left side.
Make the play.
Gets to the 20, so 6-yard pickup. And
they do have 3 timeouts.
They do, but I don't know if they're going to try to take them here. They continue to let the clock wind down here, 40 seconds to go.
And again, this is, I don't know.
Sean Garza.
I don't know if they showed this formation before.
2nd down and 4. Handoff Garza again up the middle. Wrapped up by Dalton at the 25-yard line. After a 5-yard pickup, 1st down. And they're going to move the chains. They called the timeout with 22 seconds. Oh. All right, burn it down 7-0 at the half at Gatesville. So with 20 seconds to go, Vernia takes their first timeout. So they sort of went in power formation. At first it looked like it was just nil-down formation, but they are running the ball with power heavy there.
It is, you know, I don't know if they've run that formation this year. It's something they just put in. And again, sometimes coaches do weird things just to get it on film. Sometimes they do it just to get your opponent next week having to prepare for it. Using time out of practice to prepare for a different formation, all the what-ifs.
All right, so 20 seconds to go. 35-14.
They still have that power formation in.
All right, so they stay with the power formation. All right, on 1st down and 10.
Somebody's got to go out with him.
New quarterback in the ball game, by the way, and he's going to try to run it. He will the 35. Timmerman chasing down the 40, gets 15 yards. That'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily, 13 seconds to go. That's Vincent Caparelli, the running quarterback that time. And another timeout, 2nd timeout called by Levernia.
No one went with that motion man, and that motion man turned it up. I mean, that there is a pass waiting to be thrown. We got to make sure we don't get outflanked by that.
13 seconds left in this half. 35-14, Levernia.
So they really got about 2 plays for sure. Possibly 3 if it's a quick play, but 2 plays for sure. And again, just stop them. You ain't got to.
Yes.
You don't have to stop them for a loss. Just stop them from getting across that goal line.
All right, so we've got a 1st down and 10. With 13 seconds to go in the half. 35-14.
Right,
Yeah, they're keeping
formation.
everybody that power formation here with 3 backs.
We just need to get back deep, make a tackle. That's all we have to do.
False start. The right side, I believe, was the right tackle who moved that time for Levernia. That comes with 13 seconds to go in the first half. Mustangs down 35-14. That'll push them back inside the 35, just inside the 35, and the Bears have 1 timeout remaining. So Caparelli in the shotgun again. They'll keep the 3 backs in the backfield. Everybody in tight power formation this time again for Levernia.
Oh, no, don't do that. Come
1st down at 15. Handoff. Finds a hole left side, the 40.
Make the tackle.
And
there we go.
42-yard line. Magacek first man there to slow him down. Before he's wrapped up at the 42-yard line.
Like we're going to half.
Yep, that's going to be the final play of the first half. Jesse Flores there to bring him down to finish him off for the Mustangs. And but the Mustangs look good there in that first half, Coach.
Take away 3 plays. Vince Lombardi, he had a speech many times and talked about how, games are won and lost on a handful of plays. And if you make those plays, you win. If you miss those plays, you lose. We had an interception that we ended up scoring off of it. We did some good things, but we've had an interception that they got the ball back. We had should have been an interception at the goal line with the receiver mossed him, as you said. So Levernia has made a couple plays that's made the difference between 35 and 14.
Yeah.
They haven't been beaten beating us to death, we haven't made some plays that we should have made. So we are in this ball game. We really are. Regardless of what the score is, quarterback has looked good for Marble Falls. The offensive line has blocked well for him to get the passes out. So I'm excited for the second half here.
Yeah, I thought the offense is really, they've got the ball moving.
Yeah.
And they, like you mentioned, that the last drive, and if they didn't score, got close to scoring. And you really see Crawford Maddox. He really commands this offense. And
Yes.
think he's just a sophomore. You have to feel pretty good about the Mustangs here in the future.
Oh yes, I mean you're playing this year, but is all good. I mean, me as a tennis coach, yesterday I took my basically my team that I'll have next year over to play Legacy Ranch. So even though we're in this middle of this season, I'm also looking for the year down the road, and I'm sure Coach Timmerman and his coaching staff as well. They're looking at what do we have and what are we going to have next year, and how can we start developing that during this season.
Got Olin Dalton, who made a couple nice, made a catch in that first half, set up with that first touchdown for the Mustangs. So plenty for Coach Timmerman to like in that first half, even though you're down 35-14. And I know they don't believe in moral victories, but when you're trying to develop and build a program, we do find positives, and there's definitely been a lot of positives this evening for sure.
Again, it's just a handful of plays. I mean, it's not like a whole bunch of plays we've been beat on. It's just been a few plays where they've scored. I mean, I think they've had two 60-yard touchdowns, a 40 and a 60-yard touchdowns. That could, like Dalton's catch. If Dalton gets tackled, that 40-yard doesn't happen. He broke one tackle, made a big play out of it. And, those mistakes that sometimes you can make. So, again, I'm looking forward to the second half of this ball game. I think we're still well in it, regardless of what the score is right now. We're in this ball game.
Mustangs do get the ball to start the second half, and to see a defensive lineman get an interception, almost a pick six. I mean, he was like less than a yard from getting that pick six. Caleb Byfield set up that second touchdown score.
If this was college ball and we had instant replay, I think it would have been called a touchdown.
I think you very well could have been, Coach.
Because it looked like he was rolling into the end zone. I think his knee did go down, but I think the ball would have been across. Again, but we don't have that benefit.
All right, so 35-14 Bears in front of the Mustangs, and big thanks to Coach Sam Whitley for helping out. Our cameraman Kirk Nowaker, big thanks to Kirk this evening, and thanks for TJ for hanging out with us as well, and thanks to Roy Lennox back at the studio as our producer engineer. All right, do want to thank again our sponsors for bringing you Mustangs football this evening, and always grateful for all of our sponsors. First United Bank, Hill Country Collision, Ewald Kubota, and Lakeshore Church. So 35-14 Bears in front of the Mustangs. Again, Marble Falls will get the ball to start the second half. Coach, we're going to take a break. Later on this half, we'll hear from the Battle of the Cans. Patrick Hinson and Casey Burkhart talked about the Battle of the Cans. Of course, Patrick Hinson, principal at Marble Falls High School, and you've got Casey Burkhart. He is the principal at Burnett High School, so they talk about why they do Battle of the Cans and how you can participate. So we'll talk about that and much more. You and I will be back to talk about your tennis team here on KBEY 103.9. All right, Ben Shields and Coach Sam Whitley with you here in Leveria at the half, 35-14. And Coach, so your tennis team, you got to play one of the powerhouses in Texas against Mason. How did that go?
We did well. They won 13-6. Now I'll tell you, I didn't see it. I took what's going to be my team next year over the Legacy Ranch, and we played Legacy Ranch, and we won that match 15-4.
Where's that at? Liberty Hill?
It's Liberty Hill.
Okay.
It's Liberty Hill. They're building a humongous high school.
Where's it at? Off of 29?
Dude, I couldn't tell you.
Oh, okay.
I got lost trying to find it, and it's a big high school. I actually had to stop at a fire station and say, hey, I'm trying to get here. And they said, it's the biggest thing on this road. And I was looking to the left when I should have been looking to the right. But we took a group over there. They won 15-4. I was very pleased with some of those sophomores and freshmen they're playing. And we kept our seniors and 2 juniors back home to play Mason. And we lost the match 13-6. But as I think I told you earlier, that's the most wins we've had against them since we've been playing them. We have definitely gotten better. Our girls played better. Our boy, in fact, Cooper went out and whooped his opponent yesterday. Same guy that beat him last year, he played Mason. He went out and dominated his match. A lot of good tennis being played back in Marble Falls right now. We're going into the playoffs. We have our last game will be this Tuesday. Last district match will be this Tuesday against Burnett. It's going to be our quote-unquote little senior deal. We have 6 boys and 6 girl seniors, and you know that's a lot for a tennis team.
Yeah,
tremendous, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing so well right now. But we're going to do a little honor for them. We play Burnett, and then we will play Davenport the following Monday. Site to be determined right now. Time to be determined right now. We just know who we're playing, and that's going to take us into the playoffs. And just like anything, you win, you move on, one and you're done. But we'll be playing 2 matches per week. We'll play on Monday. If we win Monday, we'll be playing probably that next Thursday. But, you know, exciting things that happen on the tennis courts. If y'all have an opportunity to come out Tuesday, get there a little bit before 4 o'clock so we can honor those seniors, and we'll be first matches, well, all the matches start at 4:15.
All right, Coach. I see you always do such a good job of making sure that people stay, that you're letting people know what's happening. So I know you got your notes here.
Yes, I do. First thing, I'm going to talk about the band out there. People do not know how much time the band is put in. 4 of those kids out there right now on the tennis team, they got home about 9 o'clock last night, and they were back on the field this morning at 6:45 playing. They're going to be over at Fredericksburg tomorrow for one of the band competitions.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Our cross country, we have the Leo Manzano Rick Edwards Memorial Invitational tomorrow morning. First race is going to start at 7:15, followed by the varsity boys. The JV and the middle school teams are going to compete later in the morning, around 10 o'clock. Come up to the high school. It's for the Leo Manzano, who I believe was an Olympic athlete running, and Rick Edwards Memorial. Our choir, they're having the Adams Family. The show's going to start Thursday at 7 o'clock. They're going to have one Saturday at 1:30 and at 7 p.m. and then there's one on Sunday at 1:30 next week, not this weekend. Just go online to Marble Falls High School and just keep clicking a little bit. You'll find it, buy the tickets there. Choir's doing great things. Our boys golf team has started playing already. The JV team has already played 2 matches. The girls golf, they've played 1 tournament, and our boys golf is about to kick off next week on October the 1st. Yep, next Wednesday, October the 1st. And so a lot of good things are taking place right now. I'm not sure how the volleyball team did tonight, but on this past Tuesday night, they got a victory. So a lot of good things happening at Marble Falls High School. The kids are working hard. And again, if you know anything about these kids, like my tennis players, I've got people in the band. I've got tennis players who run across country. I've got tennis players who are in the choir. So these kids are almost 24/7 doing something for Marble Falls High School. So we'd love to have the community come out and support these kids.
Coach, thank you so much for that fall update. Did a great job covering everything and letting us know what the kids have been hard at work. So at the half, Marble Falls down 35-14. Going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Marble Falls High School Principal Patrick Henson and Burnett High School Principal Casey Burkhart. They talk about the Battle of the Cans taking place now. It goes until just before the big rivalry matchup on October 10th. We'll hear from them after this on KBEY 103.9. Getting ready to start the second half between the Marble Falls Mustangs and the Leveria Bears. Here in Leveria leads 35-14. Leveria was a state semifinal team last year in Class 4A. And both teams back on the field now. Mustangs getting ready to, already got the return team just waiting for Leveria to get out there. Mustangs will get the ball to start the second half. All right, Coach, so I know you've got you were talking about all the great things happening in the fall. I know you just got a score from Coach Bergman.
Yeah, Coach Bergman sent a score that that our volleyball team took down the Taylor Ducks.
Okay.
Quack, in 3 straight sets. So that's good, pretty good. I hope the coach Beard takes her girls out to eat some French fries tonight. Either French fries or broccoli. I don't know which one they like best. But great job by the volleyball team. They're playing some good matches. They've lost some quick ones in the district, but they have this week undefeated. That's pretty good.
All right, well, congrats on that win, and good luck to the rest of the season. And in the full swing of fall sports, as you mentioned, the cross country has their meet tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow morning, I think 7:30 or 7:15 is the first run, and again, got some great kids out there. As I was telling you off the air during halftime, a lot of these kids that we actually coach are in on-ramps or AP courses. I've got 3 of my tennis players also run cross country as well. They practice early in the morning, and then they're at tennis till late in the evening. One's actually cross country, tennis, and a swimmer. So I don't
know how they do that.
I don't either.
I'm tired just from you talking about it.
I am too. I'm like, how do y'all sleep?
All right, so we got the 2 Aguilars, Diego and Joaquin, standing at about the 17. Meanwhile, C.J. Alexander back at the 5 for the Mustangs. Green has it teed up for Levernia. Kick it off left to right as we begin the second half here. Mustangs down 35-14, but the offense has played pretty well.
Again, I'm very pleased with what I've seen.
It's going to be an onside kick, and the Mustangs hop out at the 45-yard line. Way to stay
Great job.
on top of things. I believe that was Thompson.
That was Clayton Thompson right there, doing his job, staying focused.
And that gives the Mustangs good field position as well, just shy of midfield.
Great field position to start with. And again, all we need to do now is just take our time, go down and score. We don't have to get 21 points in 1 quarter. Just take our time.
So 2 seconds off the clock in the third quarter. Mustangs down by 3 touchdowns. See what the Mustangs offense is going to kick up to start the third quarter. Crawford Maddox, the sophomore QB, making his 3rd start. He's going to have Aguilar to his right.
Yep. First play from scrimmage was a fake RPO and thrown out to the receiver the first time. See if they go back to that starting second.
It's not back to
roll out.
Maddox throwing left side, intercepted at the 44. He was looking for a market check on the out, and a nice play by the defensive back, reading that pass all the way. And one play and a turnover, and Levernia is going to have good field position at the 45-yard line. And that time, that's Caparelli making the interception. The backup QB was there to run it down.
It was. That pass was covered the whole way. That's where your young quarterback right there is. Great throw, good arm, but now he's got to learn that's not open, throw the ball away, live to see another down.
All right, so 11:52 left here in the third quarter. Levernia has it after the interception thrown by Maddox. 2 receivers bunched to the left. Got the QB Knoll in the shotgun. Carter to his left.
Running.
Get a handoff to Carter, but he said immediately Brody Graham was there, and no gain.
No gain on
Brody
that play.
Graham filling the hole that time, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you had 5 Mustangs on that tackle.
So nowhere to go for Carter that time. 2nd down and 10. Ball sits at the Levernia 44-yard line. 11.5 to go.
All right. Best running play is the quarterback, so make sure you cover him up on this play right here.
35-14, Bears on top of the Mustangs. 2nd down and 10, Levernia working left to right. Ball sits at the 44-yard line. Going to be a handoff again.
Yep.
Carter takes it across the 50 to the 49-yard line, gain of 7 yards, and a 3rd down and 3 coming up here for the Mustangs. As they cross into Mustangs territory with a 10:50 to go in the third quarter.
That looked like a lot of just straight wedge blocking straight up the middle, just push everybody back and just see how far we can go.
3rd down and 3. Shotgun formation again for Knoll with his running back Carter. 2 receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff, calls his own number, does Knoll, follows his running back in the hole, gets the first down as he crossed the 45 down to the 43 of Marble Falls. That's a 6-yard pickup and a first down for the Bears.
That's your I formation ISO, except for now you fake the ball to the running back and then you just follow him in the hole and let him be a lead blocker.
10:23 to go. Different way to do it than back in the 80s and 90s, huh?
Exactly.
First
people, they've never heard of the pro I formation.
Yes. Like, what is he talking about? Ball sits at the Mustang 43, first down and 10. Noel's going to hand off Carter again, find some room, left side, and
come on.
Lemon rams him into the turf at the 34, gets 9 yards. 2nd down and 1. Levernia just content with running on the ground here.
Yeah, this is where that offensive coordinator's got to, for Levernia, don't get too cute right now, because right now they're blowing us off the ball. We're going to have to start doing some movement up there, because right now we just can't take the physicality they have, so start slanting into the gaps.
2nd down and 1. Ball sits at the Mustang 34, 35-14. Lavernia handoff again. Carter finds a seam up the middle. 25 all the way down to the 21, just shy of the red zone. 13-yard pickup, and it is seems like 7, 8, 10 yards a play now for Lavernia, as that offensive line really bullying up front right now.
It is. Clayton Thompson came up to try to make the tackle and hit him and slowed him down, and he just kept right on moving. Clayton Thompson's a sophomore. He's a young guy as well.
9:19 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Lavernia knocking on the red zone here. 35-14 Bears.
All right, we need a turnover right here.
Noel with his running back, Carter to his left. Gives to Carter again at the middle. As another first down on the ground. Took about 3 or 4 defenders down to the 10. 10-yard gain and a first down and goal at the 10 for Lavernia. Just straight up the middle each time for the Bears on this opening drive.
They are just blowing that. They've found something that they really like. Because they seem to be hitting the left side of their offensive line, left of their center.
All right, 8:45 and counting. First down and 10. Going to be a handoff, Carter up the middle, and he gets 3 to the 7-yard line. So 2nd down and goal at the 7. 8.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. 35-14 Lavernia. So they can actually pick up a first down because they marked the ball at the 11. So it's 2nd down and 6. So not 2nd down and goal. 2nd down and 6. They need the 1-yard line for the first down.
That's the same formation they've run. See if they're going to stay with the same play again.
Yep, that's Carter to the left of Noel in the shotgun. Noel has the shotgun snap. Give to Carter up the middle. He's tripped up, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. About a 3rd down and 1 coming up at the 2.
Okay.
So it's taken about 4 minutes now off the clock here in this 3rd quarter. Again, a 1-play interception by the Mustangs on the opening drive here in the 3rd. And Lavernia just running it down the field here. 3rd down and 1. Give Carter up the middle, and he is going to be pushed. He got help from his lineman that time, and he's in, standing up from 2 yards out. Carter in the end zone. And it is 41-14 Bears, 7:32 to go in the 3rd. They just showed their will there.
Yes, they did.
They imposed their will.
They did. Not a pass in sight, just pushed us right down the field. Very first play from scrimmage, we did a great job, and then after that, they ran the ball inside and just moved it. You know, we had, on that particular snap right there, we had 7 of our guys standing in the end zone, which goal line defense, you got to be up on the ball.
Green's extra point tries up, and it's on the way. And it's now 42-14 Lavernia with 7:32 to go. We'll keep it here on KBEY.
That's definitely not the start that you wanted.
No, definitely not.
By no change, by no means at all. That's not the start that you wanted, but can't change it. Let's focus on the next play right here.
Big thanks to our sponsors, First United Bank, Hill Country Collision, Ewald, Kubota, and Lake Shores Church. All right, so the power running game that time, and it was the same formation every time, and it was Carter pretty much up the A gap every time, the one hole.
Exactly, left side of them. The last play right there, they actually ball almost like a counter play. with the backside guard and tackle pulling to lead on the right-hand side there. Again, if you can dominate the offensive defensive line, it's very difficult to stop. It really is.
And how do you settle down your sophomore quarterback after that interception and see if they can put together a drive here?
Just, give them some short reads. Those are RPOs. And again, I don't know if it's true RPOs. I think they may have already designated you're going to fake the ball and throw a pass. But just give them those short passes again.
Green has it teed up at the 40, left to right.
All right, it's going to be deep to CJ.
Returnable, CJ at the 10. Goes forward to the 20, cuts to his left. The 25, the 30, out to the 33. So a 23-yard return for CJ Alexander. 7:25 to go. Second time the Mustangs have had the ball here in the second half. As the Mustangs trail 42-14 against Leveria on the road. Ball's at the 32. I think Leveria is going to go a long way.
Yes. I think so. They seem like they have a solid 4A program with this group right here. And sometimes the playoff games, and I know we're talking a little bit from the future here, but a lot of times playoff games have a lot to do with the matchups.
There's Carter Maddox, quarterback carry, takes it across the 35 to the 36. That's a 4-yard gain. So second down and 6. That time Carter on the design run, or Crawford, on the design run, and takes it ahead for 4 yards. Crawford Maddox, the sophomore QB, injured in week 2, missed a couple games, and back here leading the charges for the Mustangs.
Yeah, if you miss even though he's had a game under his belt, you miss a couple of games early on in your sophomore career, it's almost like you're restarting.
Pistol formation, makes the handoff, going to throw deep down the right sideline, incomplete. The receiver, Dickin, couldn't find the ball, and he had a half a step, and he was looking downfield sort of behind him. It's incomplete, 3rd down and 6. Mustangs taking a deep shot.
Yep. That's the first one I think we've had tonight. That was the second one. Nice to see it.
All right, so 6:42 left here in the third. 42-14 Bears in front of the Mustangs as the Marble Falls Mustangs facing a 3rd down. It looks like they're going to be working with Tripp to right side. Longbine, Williams, and Makachek, the receivers. Play clock down to 5.
That's the formation, like the motion, running back out and throw him a swing pass.
Aguilar's a running back, hand off to him. Instead finds a hole left side, the 40, and he's got the first down.
It's going to be a close one for sure.
Where the spot is, he needed the 42, and it's going to be so close, depending on where they put it at here. And looking at the spot, I think he got it.
Yes.
They're showing short, though. They're showing 4th and less than a yard. I mean, 4th in inches, maybe 3 inches.
Measurement.
Nope, they're going to give him the first down. They finally switched it, so first down.
It is. And a little side note on officiating. You always put the ball right on the hash so you know where the next one's going to be at. They do that a lot.
Here to throw, that's Maddox rolling to his right, trying to get away from the defender, and he's going to be sacked at the 40-yard line, so a 2-yard loss. They give him the 39, so a 3-yard loss. Second down and 13 on that run before.
Yep.
Nice little hole for Aguilar, just enough to find to get that first down.
It is. That was a good blocking scheme for them.
All right, so second down and 13. Mustangs shelling in receivers. Dickin comes back in. He's to the right. Longbine, the receiver, to the left. Timmerman's back out there as the running back with his QB, Crawford Maddox. Second down and 13, under 6 to play in the third quarter. Mustangs trail 42-14.
Expect some type of power run right here.
Ball back to Maddox. Wants to throw. He's got a pocket. Steps up now. Collapses. Gets away from the pressure. Can't get away from the second man. He's down for another sack at the 35. Be a loss of 4, and the Mustangs going backwards here on this drive. 3rd down and 17. That time the pressure came up the middle.
Honestly, I think that was just a designed little quarterback draw because I didn't see any receiver going out for routes. I saw him blocking downfield. Doak came out of the backfield, and he went straight for an outside linebacker, so I think that was going to be some type of quarterback draw there. 3rd down and 17 for the Mustangs, under 5 to play in the third quarter.
42-14 Leveria. Mustangs over the 4 wideouts. Timmerman stays the running back. He's out of motion of the backfield. Maddox to throw. Down the left sideline. Long line. He's got him.
Catch it.
He can't hold it at the 27. So close. That was a nice deep ball by Maddox. And Longbine had a couple steps on his defender. And he could just not haul it in. It's incomplete. 4th down and 17.
That's those, again, you know, those are the plays you've got to make. You know, the earlier in the first quarter, I believe it was, you had Dalton on a wheel route. It was off his fingertips. And this pass right there, that was a good thrown pass.
It was. That was a nice deep ball.
You got to pull that ball in. I know you may have to get low and dive a little bit, but you got to pull that ball in.
Aguilar's at the 23-yard line. Ball back to him. Gets off a high punt.
Fumble.
Returned at the 30, the 35, the 40. Out to the 45-yard line. About a 15-yard return that time for Peyton Parrish. 4:33 to go here in this 3rd quarter. 42-14 Levernia. So that deep shot just so close, and
yeah, again, those are the plays you got to make. You said a name a few minutes ago. You said Connor. Reminded me of one of the announcements I didn't have written down. We got a fishing team this year.
Oh, wow.
And we're on Lake LBJ tomorrow. I think we have 4 teams. We have a teacher, CTE teacher at school, Connors, and Henson are the sponsors.
Oh, really?
So they're going to be out on the lake tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds like a great Saturday.
Yes, it is. It's another UIO activity.
That's pretty cool. Cooper holds in the shotgun, puts his tight end in motion to the right, 1st and 10. Carter to his left, ball at the 45, handoff Carter.
Come on, make the
and
play.
he cuts to his left, and he's wrapped up that time at the 49-yard line. About a 4-yard pickup. Stays in bounds.
We've added a defensive lineman now into the role. We normally have 3 defensive linemen. Now we've got 4 out there, and an outside linebacker walking up to put more meat, try to stop that inside run.
Brody Graham and Noah Ortiz there for the Mustangs. 2nd down and 5, just shy of midfield. There's that same formation. They haven't gone away from it with the running back right by the QB. Handoff Carter again. Same play they've been running this entire half.
Yep.
It gets the 1st down across the 45 all the way to the Mustang 41. 9-yard pickup for Levernia and a 1st down, under 4 to play in the 3rd.
Now that offensive line is just, truthfully, just taking control of this game right now.
I mean, it's all been in between the tackles, nothing outside.
It has been.
3:35 to go in this 3rd quarter. Mustangs down 42-14. Levernia has it spot at the Marble Falls 41. 3:25 to go in the 3rd. Ball back to Hull again. Keeps the Carter. He was hitting the backfield, gets away, still going to 30. He's gone to 20. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Carter and Levernia. 41 yards on the ground. 48-14, 3:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he made one cut in the backfield. One guy missed him, and then he had an open field for the rest of the sprint.
It has been the Ty Carter show here in the 2nd half for Levernia. He's probably had 95% of the carries in this 3rd.
And probably 95 yards in the 3rd.
Yeah. Here's the green extra point try. It's on the way, and it is good. 49-14 now our score. With 3:15 left in the 3rd, we are back after this on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields, Sam Whitley, Kurt Noaker, the cameraman, with you. Roy Lennox back at the studio. 3:15 to go in the third. Leveria leads 49-14. 60-yard drive. Carter took it 41 yards on the ground. And here comes the kick. It's going to bounce into the end zone. Touchback. Comes out to the 25 for Marble Falls. So 49-14 is our score. Mustangs kept it close for a quarter and a half.
They did. And again, I was actually excited to have the second half come back. I knew that we were going to have to get some stops, but we need to get back to some fundamental offense. Let's start working on, positive plays. I know the last series we seemed to try to run the quarterback a little more than what we normally do, but at this point right here, passing the ball and anything happening, it can't get any worse. All we can do now is make some good things happen for us.
Here's Crawford Maddox coaching the shotgun. Aguilar to his left. They're working with 3 wideouts, 1st and 10. Maddox has the ball. Hands off Joaquin. Not much there. Thought about going left. Turns it up and gets back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain. 2nd down and 10. And it's been tough up the middle for the most part for Marble Falls.
It has. Aguilar had a couple of good runs where he actually cut the ball back across the green and was able to, that first touchdown he ran, he cut the ball back across the green, was able to pick up some yards.
So it's 2nd down and 10 now. 2:45 and counting in the third quarter. 49-14. Leveria. Ball back to Maddox. Give again to Aguilar. Aguilar.
Yep.
Got some yardage there on the ground. Tough run to the 28. It's a 3-yard pickup. So 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Mustangs.
Well, you can expect Leveria on this play right here to possibly bring some heat. So you definitely want to get the ball out of your quarterback's hands pretty quick.
2:18 and counting. 3rd down and 7, Marble Falls. Ball sits at the Mustang 27-yard line. Down 49-14 Mustangs. We'll have 3 wideouts on 3rd down. Aguilar to the left of Maddox. Maddox with the ball.
Pass.
He's got a pocket, looking to throw. Right side off the hands of Williams. Cannot bring it in. That would have been a 1st down. Another nice sling by the QB Maddox. Falls to the turf, and it is 4th down and 7.
You ever watch the Eli show, Eli and Peyton doing Monday Night Football stuff?
Yes.
I don't know if you saw it this past Monday night, but he was talking about how the quarterbacks sometimes get robbed. They throw a good pass and hits them right in the hands, and they get a incompletion. That was a catchable ball, very catchable ball.
Yes, that would have nice looking throw, and just can't haul it in.
Yes, he had that on point.
The Aguilar punt, nice spiraling punt, taken at the 30, 35. The 40 hit hard.
Good hit.
The 42. That was a nice hit by the Mustangs. With the return that time is going to be Peyton Parrish. Meanwhile, Mustangs defense back out on the field.
All right, see if we can do something about that running between the tackles.
That was Christian Cervantes Mauricio for the Mustangs with a nice hit on the special teams play. Now was there a penalty, Coach?
Nah, no penalty.
Oh, okay, never mind. Saw this official had the ball, but he was just giving it to Marble Falls. Okay, 1:46 to go in the third quarter. Ball sits at the Vernia 43-yard line.
Same formation.
You keep a Knoll, the starting QB, in there for now. Imagine this could be their last series.
That could be. You're exactly right.
They give Carter again, same one, and he's going to be ridden down at the 50 bunting there after a 7-yard pickup.
He's definitely become the workhorse.
He has.
Second half.
It's been a busy third quarter for Carter. 1:25 and counting in this third quarter. Mustangs down 49-14. Second down and 3. The give again, Carter left side, and had a ball low for the most part, but then he pushed the pile forward for the first down, down to the Mustang 44.
Well, we got five linemen in there right now, 5 defensive linemen. The linebacker blitzed almost right into the hole. They're just doing a great job of blocking up front. Running back making some extra yards on his push.
Big offensive line out there.
Yes, it is.
45 seconds to go. First down and 10. Clock winding down here. Maybe 1 or 2 plays left in this third quarter. Ball sits at the Mustang 44. First down and 10 for the Bears. Shotgun formation again for Null. Running backs Carter. There's that same run again. And he'll take the pile again for maybe 5 yards, 6 yards. When you think you're going to get him for 4 or 5, he gets a couple more.
Yeah.
You give him a 38, so a 6-yard pickup.
I think we're going to go to the quarter with this one right here.
Bet that'll be the last play of the third quarter. So they will go ahead and switch sides. Vernia is going to be working right to left with the ball at the Mustang 38. When we come back, the Bears lead 49-14. We're back for the final quarter after this on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Coach Sam Whitley with you here for the fourth quarter of action in Leveria. Mustangs down 49-14. Leveria with a fresh set of down. Nope, second down and 4, excuse me. Ball sits at the Mustang 38-yard line. They keep the starting offense out there. Cooper Knoll, the quarterback, handoff Carter. Finds a hole up the middle again. Breaks a tackle, 25, the 20 right side, the 15-10, he's gone again.
Yes.
That one goes 38 yards, and he continues his monster second half. And the Bears make it 55-14.
We actually brought a safety blitz to the gap that he had been running the ball to, and they ran to the other side. So
he just found the seam to the other side, and he was gone. Here comes the extra point try at the foot of Green. Here it comes. The extra point try is on the way, and it is good. 56-14 is our score. 11:47 left here in the ball game. I'll keep it here, Coach.
Well,
So how do you keep your team in after this barrage of points in third quarter, first part of the fourth?
Well, it's you know, honestly, it's kind of like I tell my tennis players. You know, it's the next ball, it's the next play. I know it's difficult to do. It's easier said than done. I get it. I'll tell my kids all the time. But the most important play is the next play. So just stay focused on the next play. Forget about the scoreboard, and just play the next play, and see what happens. It's not easy by no means, because you do get down, but just focus on the next play. It's the only thing you have control over now.
All right, 11:47 to go in the ball game. Green has it teed up. He's been busy this second half.
Yeah, his foot's about to hurt a little bit.
Yeah. All right, he kicks off right to left. (56-14). C.J. Alexander from the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, right sideline, and foot tackled at the 25-yard line. That'll be first down and 10 Mustangs right at the 25. Mustangs home against Divine, the War Horses. Probably one of the best nicknames in all of Texas football.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
That is pretty good. We had North Carolina, we had a team called the Dark Horses.
Oh, wow.
Clinton Dark Horses, they were a powerhouse. had a coach who's about 80 years old, know how to win ball games. But I've never heard of it. So the War Horses?
The War Horses of Divine.
All right.
All right, here's Maddox in the show. No, it looks like it's Anderson Liscombe coming out there to get some snaps. Going to be a give, Alex, to Aguilar. Joaquin forward to the 27, 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 for the Mustangs. All right, Coach, see if I can find some updates here. All right, so it's second down and 8 for your Mustangs. Ball sits at the 27-yard line. 11:10 to go and counting. Anderson Liscombe in the pistol, low snap. Going to give to Aguilar. Aguilar, hits a wall at the 30. Gets 3 yards, so third down and 5.
And it's not a bad time to bring Liscombe in and get some more positive reps. Of course, he had 2 games, but put him back in there and finish out this game with him. Just only going to make him more comfortable being in the game if he has to go back in again.
Llano wins 41-0, shutting out the Comfort Bobcats. Burn it down to Gatesville, starting the 4-7-3.
Wow.
Defensive matchup there.
Yeah.
Badgers leading Waco University 28-21.
Good game there as well.
Badgers quite the squad.
Yep.
Third down and 5. 3 receivers for your Mustangs. Liscombe's got the ball. Got a pocket, fires left side, and it's caught.
There you go.
Right at the sticks. His forward progress should give him the first down.
Yep, that's going to be a first down.
What a catch. Hanging, he had 2 guys on him.
Yes.
That was Coleman making the catch, and 5-yard gain, and keep the chains going for the Mustangs. What a catch by Coleman.
That was a pretty throw, too.
It was.
It was. They had some heat on it.
First down and 10. Anderson trying to get Diego lined up to the left of him. Going to be working with 3 wideouts. You've got Dickin as well as Treyu Makacek to the right. 1 receiver to the left. First and 10. Ball back. Liscombe wants to throw right side.
Good catch.
Treyu's got it. Across the 40 out to the 41. So working these short passes.
Yeah.
Being effective. That's a gain of about 6 here.
Yep. That's a good first down play there.
9.5 to go. Second down and 4 for the Mustangs. Coleman's the receiver to the left. Just had that big catch. Diego Aguilar is the running back with Liscombe the QB. So it's Coleman and Makacek to the left. Dickin the receiver to the right on second down and 4. Liscombe's got the low snap, rolls left to throw again. Going to throw down the left sideline and incomplete.
Yep.
Makacek, I think just the receiver impeded his process to go down the left sideline.
Yeah, and that's not a bad throw. It's not open. Just throw the ball away. Yep. No harm, no foul.
Third down and 4 for the Mustangs. Clock stops with 9:08 to go on the ball game. Down 56-14 to Leveria. Liscombe's in the shotgun. That same 3 receiver set.
We got a free play.
They threw a flag. It's going to be jumping, and meanwhile throwing down the right sideline for Dickin. Incomplete 3 Leveria Bears there, and as Coach said, a free play that'll give him a first down.
Yes.
That'll move the chains because it was third down and 4. The 5-yard penalty will take the ball to the 46. Okay,
Yep.
So it's first down at the 46-yard line. Coleman stays the receiver to the left, Dickin to the right. Makacek stays out there. He'll be split to the left with Coleman. Diego Aguilar, the running back, with Anderson Liscombe. That's a young backfield there.
It is. And Diego, he's a freshman, correct?
He is. He is.
Again, you got a tight end who's you got a receiver, a tight end, a running back, a quarterback, all in the sophomore freshman class there.
First and 10. There's Diego Aguilar up the middle of the 50, and he's going to get 9 yards down to the 45 of Levernia. So second down and 1. Nice run up the middle. That's a thing with Diego. He gets the ball, and he goes north to south quickly.
He does, and he takes just a little jump cut every once in a while. Back to that water bug type of thing.
8:45 and counting, Coach.
Very slippery.
56-14. Mustangs down to Levernia, but they're back into Bear territory. Liscombe's the QB. And he's going to run. The Liscombe, the QB keeper, has some room.
Cover the ball up. Cover the ball up.
And
there you go.
he's tall, and he leans forward. He gets another yard because of it to the 39, a gain of 6. All right, 8-18. And County gets the first down, so they keep on get the chains going each 4 or 5 yards here.
That works.
It's going to be trips left side. You've got Dick and Makachek and Coleman. Diego Aguilar, the running back with Liscombe. He's to the left of Anderson. First down and 10. Anderson has it. Swings it out to Dick, and it's too high. That was a forward pass. Could have been close to backward, but it went forward. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10. Stops the clock with 8:04 to go in the ball game. Mustangs down 56-14. Coleman's the receiver to the left. You've got Dick and the receiver to the right. Makachek stays with Coleman to the left, and Aguilar's to the right of Liscombe. On 2nd down and long. Ball back to Anderson. There's Diego, left side. Nice run.
Wow.
And he's going to get the first down on the ground, straight up the middle, down to the 29-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup for the freshman, and the chains keep on moving.
He hits that. He hits that hole quick. He actually hits the hole. Every running back has a little niche to it. He just runs. He just goes, like you said. He
Gets it and goes.
He doesn't play around. He don't read a whole lot. He just runs.
All right, Leveria gets a timeout, Coach. We'll keep it here. Yeah, you're right. He just gets it and he runs.
Exactly. He doesn't try to read it. Doesn't try to predict. Doesn't try to see an opening in the hole. He just runs, and it's kind of like in NASCAR when the rule is if you're driving, there's a wreck in front of you, go right to the wreck because it's not going to be there when you get there. And so he just kind of does the same thing. He just runs.
7:38 to go. It did. So timeout called by Leveria. They wanted to talk things over because the Mustangs getting this drive going here. Start at the 25 and down to Leveria 29 with a fresh set of downs with some short passes and some Diego Aguilar runs.
Exactly. And I don't know how much Leveria has pulled any of their starters from the defensive side of the ball. I'm sure they have some subs out there, but those subs now, the coach is basically saying, we're giving you a chance to play and you're letting them move the ball on you. And we should be moving the ball on the second team.
Liscombe has Aguilar to his left. Coleman's the receiver to the left. Low snap Liscombe going to keep it himself left side and trying to bounce it out, but the Bears wouldn't let him after maybe a yard gain. He was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, he was.
And actually they say the 29, so no gain, and 2nd down and 10. That was a hard hit that time.
It was.
We approach 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Mustangs trail 56-14, but 2nd down and 10 at the Leveria 29 for the Stangs. Liscombe looks over the sideline to get the call from the Mustangs coaching staff on 2nd down and 10. Now at the 7-minute mark, ball back to Liscombe. Has a pocket, looks right. That's Dick, and it can't hang on at the 25. That's an incompletion. And 3rd down and 10.
That's just square in a route, the one that Gage caught a few minutes ago. Same route, different side, and hit you right in the hands, right on the numbers. Got to catch that ball.
6:56 remaining in the ball game. Here's 3rd down and 10. Well, the Coach Timmerman cook up for his Mustangs with the 3 receiver set. Aguilar again flanks Liscombe to his left. 3rd down. Liscombe. Handoff, Diego left side has some room.
Come on.
And he bounces out, breaks a tackle, still up the 20. He's got the first down. Did he lose the ball?
He did. He
went out of bounds, though.
Bounds.
And it should be a first down.
Yep.
At the 19-yard line. That's a 10-yard gain. And Aguilar showing his athleticism and his speed on that left side.
He is just quick. I mean, that's a kid that you definitely need to. He's got to touch the ball several times in a game.
Yes. All right, so the Mustangs find themselves back in the red zone. Chance to put some more points on the board, down 56-14, 6:46 remaining in the ball game. First down and 10 at the 19 of Leveria. 3 receivers. Again, a low snap, Liscombe. Yeah. He's looking, pump fake. Firing the end zone, Makachek, and just over his shoulder. Tried to make that one-handed catch, and just out of his reach. So close for a touchdown. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that was a double route right there. He ran a slant, and then he turned it up.
Nice pump fake by Liscombe.
It was.
So close for Makachek calling it in.
And bringing that safety up just a little bit.
Stops the clock with 6:40. 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. 3 receivers for Marble Falls. Aguilar gets his number called again, has a huge hole to 10, still up, spin move, and he's down to the 6-yard line, 13-yard gain, first down and goal. This is the Diego Aguilar drive.
It is. It is.
What a run, spin move to get him down to the 5, first down and goal. They say the 6.
Yep. Now we got to punch it in from right here.
Makacek and Dickin, the receivers to the right. You've got Coleman to the left. Diego flanks Liscombe to the left this time on first down and goal. Give Aguilar up the middle. Breaks a tackle. He's in. What a run. What a drive for Diego Aguilar. 6 yards out. The freshman does it. Mustangs back on the board. 6:14 to go on the ball game. 56-20. And what a drive. Start at the 25 for Marble Falls.
It is. That was pretty good. Offensive line made contact and gave Diego just all you need is a small sliver for him to scoot through a hole somewhere. Did a great job of breaking some tackles on the last 2 runs he had to get extra yardage.
Here comes the Joaquin Aguilar extra point trial, the hold of Timmerman. Snap is good, hold is good. There's the extra point. And the Mustangs make it 56-21 down to Leveria, but that 75-yard drive and has the crowd happy here on the Mustang side. 6:14 to go in the ball game. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. All right, so 4:38 to go in this ball game. 56-21, 4:35 and counting. All right, Leveria has the ball at the 24-yard line. And here is the QB, Cooper Knoll. Salmon is running back on 1st and 10. Salmon up the middle. He's at the 15, trying to speed to the end zone. The 5 gets away. Touchdown, Salmon. 24 yards. And the ground attack continues for Leveria. 62-21, 4:09 left in the ball game.
Well, blitzing the gaps. Only thing is that running back's reading it and going opposite of where he was supposed to be at.
A quick drive for Leveria. 4:09 to go in the ball game. 62-21. Green continues to be busy, the place kicker. It's on the way, and it's good. 63-21, Leveria will keep it here. And the running game has really picked up for Leveria, to say the least here.
It is. Their offensive line has just dominated the Mustangs. Again, the very first play of the second half, when we had 6 guys, 5 tackles, making the tackle on the line of scrimmage, and that since then, they've just kept it between the tackles and have just powered it.
All right, so 63-21 is our score. Mustangs will get the ball here. Last drive did go 75 yards from Marble Falls. See if they can wrap up the ball game with a nice drive before they head on the yellow bus and make the drive up north. Again, Divine's coming to town next week.
The War Horses.
The War Horses, yep. Last year's game was a pretty long drive, 2.5 hours to Divine.
Yep.
Did you make that one last year?
I did not.
It was a close game, the game that the Mustangs had a chance to win, but Divine able to pull out a win there at the end.
I listened to it on the radio because I believe Mr. Henson was your guest.
Double duty, drove a bus, then came up and did the game.
Exactly. I was at home listening to it on the radio.
Okay, 1st down and 10. Here, check that, the kickoff, I should say. 4:09 here in the ball game. Here's the kick. Returnable. The 10 stumbles and goes down.
10-yard line tackle.
That was C.J. Alexander, just stumbled. His momentum took him forward. He just lost it at the 12-yard line with 4:06 to go here in the ball game. 63-21. Let's pause for a 10-second station identification. .406 to go in the ball game. Mustangs have it at the 12.
Yeah, the turf monster got him on the last play.
It did.
The thing pops up anywhere and everywhere.
63-21 our score. Here comes Anderson Liscombe, led his team on a touchdown drive last time out. Probably one final drive for the Mustangs. Diego Aguilar, the running back. Diego gets his number called this time. The Bears are there to wrap him up after a yard pickup to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, they're leading, again, a different way to run the old isolation play. They're bringing the backside tackle and Dalton, the tight end, looping them back inside to the A-gap.
Okay, so 3 wideouts for your Mustangs with Liscombe in the shotgun. Here's Diego, the running back, 2nd and 9. Liscombe to throw, the left-hander. Has to roll to his left, going to tuck and run. And Liscombe still up and goes forward to the 17. And 4-yard pickup, so 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs.
That was a good job by him. He got some pressure on him early. He just took off and scrambled, and that's fine. You want to keep positive plays right now.
3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs. 3:07 and counting. In the ball game, Mustangs trail 63-21. Liscombe making the call at the line. 2:54 to go in the ball game. Third down. Liscombe wants to throw. He's got a pocket. He's scanning. Now it's the move to his right. Here's pressure. Gets away. Goes left. And he's going to try to keep it alive with his feet. Now moves to his right. Still up, and he's finally down. And he'll lose 2 yards. That'll be a sack by Leveria. And 2.5 to go. Fourth down. Looks like the Mustangs will punt it away here.
Well, he did a good job of keeping the play alive. I didn't see any receiver open that he could actually get rid of the ball to. Even in the area he was at, just throw it away without being grounding somewhere. But he was under duress. He was out of the pocket.
Return man at about the 50. Aguilar at the 3.
Timeout.
Timeout called. Mustangs?
No, 2 minutes.
Oh, 2. Okay. Next year.
I just looked at it. I thought we called a timeout. And then I just looked over and saw the 2 minute. I said, that's
next year, I will not be fooled by the 2-minute timeout here.
Dude, we got 6 more games this year. It's going to take you next year.
5 more games.
Is it 5?
Well, we're 5 games in. I haven't yet. So
that's
63-21.
Repetition's learning. It's only happened 10 times now. So
yeah.
So
Mustangs.
It gets me too.
Yeah.
Well, again, unless I had just looked at the clock and saw it, I wasn't even thinking about that.
All right, well, we got time here. Let me go back to our scoreboard here and see if we've got anything new to talk about.
See if Burnett's losing.
Battle of the Cans, you heard that interview at the half. Now going, you can drop off your donations at the front of the schools.
Absolutely. Bring them inside, drop them off at the front desk. Our ladies at the high school be happy to take them off your hands.
Not just the high school, they do all the MFISD schools taking your donations as well. Here comes the Aguilar punt.
That's a little short. Get a good bounce.
Takes a bit of a Mustang roll near midfield. That's where it goes out of bounds. So Vernia, they could take knees here, and that would be the ball game. Let's see if that's what they decide to do.
They could. We got 3 timeouts, but I don't think we'd waste them.
So it sounds like Barn Burner and Gatesville, 9-9 our score.
Oh, wow.
About 5 minutes ago in the ball game. 153 here at 63-21 Leveria. Lavernia's offense back on the field. It looks like it's Knoll, the starting quarterback, and they're going to be in victory formation. So a couple snaps here, that'll be the ball game. So just a couple snaps, takes a knee. 1:49 to go. 1:43, and clock keeps on ticking on down here.
Yeah, I think we are.
Looking at the clock, maybe 2 more snaps.
At least that. I think we just put a fork in it.
Yep. All right, so the Mustangs will look at the tape and get ready for Divine next week. And the Bulldogs here in 2 weeks and Burnett for the big rivalry in the district opener.
Very true. Very true. Got to go back and look at what you did right and what you did wrong and correct those mistakes.
All right, one more snap as he just took a knee, so one more snap and that'll be the ball game. All right, so 63-21, Leveria is going to go to 4-1, Mustangs to 2-3. Mustangs did show some flashes in the first half offensively, and then there was the Caleb Byfeld interception, so close to being a touchdown. That did set up a scoring run by Doug Timmerman.
Yes, it did.
So one last knee, and that's the ball game. Hey, we'll have to snap it one more time. All right, 22 seconds, and I think they're going to be called for a delay of game here.
Yeah.
So I guess one more snap and that's it. So I don't know why they didn't snap it.
I'm kind of trying to figure that out myself. Maybe the quarterback didn't do his math right real quick. Math wasn't mathing.
I'm never mathing.
Yep.
That's why I'm in radio.
Hey, you've been doing a pretty good job with these long runs.
Oh, well,
either you're guessing 43 yards or you did the math real quick, but you're doing a pretty good job on that.
Okay, so, all right, one more snap here. And this will be the ball game from Leveria.
Now the clock ran down.
All right, there we go. That's the clock. So the clock winds down, and it's 63-21 Leveria. That's a final from Leveria. Mustangs 2-3, Leveria 4-1. Divine lurks at Mustang Stadium next Friday. Coach and I'll be back to wrap it up here on KBEY 103.9. All right, final from Leveria, 63-21. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Mustangs do have some things to look at and have some positives to take away and some things that they know that they need to work on.
Well, no doubt about it. I told you I was excited about coming back out to the second half of this ball game. I really thought we had a shot. We did a lot of good things in the first half. The quarterback was making great decisions, keeping the ball in the air. We were making decent catches, running the ball down the field pretty good. Defensively, we were holding ourselves in the ball game. I think we had 2 interceptions in the first half, but we were still controlling. We were still in the ball game. Again, there was just a few plays in that first half that allowed them to go up to, I believe, 28-14 as we went to the halftime. But when they came out the second half, Vernia just took total control. Like I said, I don't think they threw a pass in the second half. They ran the ball between the tackles. They just moved us off the ball, and we really didn't have an answer for that. But, again, the first half of the play, I thought we did really well. I thought our offense did great. Our defense did a good enough job to keep us in the ball game, and there were just some plays. The second half right here, we had about 3 drop passes. I mean, passes that should be caught, and those passes can kind of keep you in the ball game if it's close. So we got to make those catches.
All right, it's a final, 63-21 Leveria. We'll talk to you next week in Marble Falls as Divine comes to town. Big thanks to our sponsors, First United Bank, Hill Country Collision, Ewald, Kubota, and Lakeshore Church. Coach, thanks so much for making the trip down here. Appreciate it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the 2-hour drive going back home, and my daughter, my lovely wife, I'll be home. I have no idea. I don't even have a watch on.
I bet midnight or so. You'd be good. All right, thanks, Coach Sam Whitley. Thanks to Kirk Neuiker for running the camera. Thanks, TJ, and thanks to Roy Lennox back at the studio. Until next week, it's KBEY 103.9.